Good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Hope you all had a great Monday, and welcome to our Tuesday stream. Now, normally Tuesday would be a variety day, but after we got started with this last time by going through the character creator, I really wanted to get moving through this game for a little bit, and we will do Endless Space 2 next week on Tuesday. I really do want to get this started and up and running. Hey, Darkstar, welcome, welcome. You're actually the first one here. Surprising. Usually 10 wins here. Oh, I hope he's doing all right. So let's go ahead and jump back into the captain's cabin. All we did was wake up and finish the character creation when we started this last time, because we finished up Tyranny. We had about 30 minutes left in the stream. Yes, Tenwin. I don't know if you were here when I made the announcement, but I just really wanted to... I really wanted to get started on this after we only got through the first thing, and I did not want to wait until tomorrow. We will do Endless next week. I'm sorry if that's a little upsetting to you.
Now, we'll have lost by the time we do.
Okay, calm down, Edir. Calm down. Hold on. Let me get reacquainted with all of this. Oh, yeah, they definitely increased the amount. Okay. All things magical that do not deal with metaphysics, athletics, and mechanics are pretty straightforward. Same thing with sleight of hand. Then you have bluff and diplomacy, your two major talking points. History and insight. Intimidate, also there. Metaphysics, that's the cipher and soul magic. Religion, survival. Okay. Yep, we still get our effect from being a death godlike, 20% additional damage against anybody below 25% health. We have Ascendant, which gives us max focus. Focus Starved, which reduces power level because we need more focus. And Soul Whip, which increases our focus gain because we are an Ascendant. Okay. All right, and we equipped everything. Oh, right. Tenwin, I also downloaded those free DLCs that you mentioned that we didn't have. So, ooh, a pet. We keep the pet in the inventory. He is a tiny cosmic pig. Ooh. While Cosmo is following you around, you gain a bonus to Constitution. Your party is more effective with healing spells and potions. Ooh, they gave the pets effects. Oh, that's cool. What is this? Gown's Pledge. Restoration shares a generous portion of the caster's divine strength to a significant amount of health to all allies in the area of effect. Oh. Okay, sure. And grants the captain's eye. Hand stitched by one of the finest hatters of Celona. The sharp lines of this hat suggest defiance against an uncaring sea. The Earl of Norwich gifted you the hat in recognition of the foresight, both natural and supernatural, for which you've gained a reputation in the Deerwood. You're not sure where the eye patch came from, but it reeks of rum. While not flanked, the wearer has resistance to perception affliction. Cool. Oh, wait. I can't wear hats. Doy. I am not allowed to wear hats. Alright. Oh, wait.
The pirates of Deadfire are notorious. I suggest you deal with them quickly.
To be fair, lots of people gave me hats before. It's not like it really affected that much. Oh, it's raining.
Well,
oh god, it's still so loud. Why is it so loud?
Sloop, lost and alone in the storm.
A surly, brutish-looking captain stands stiff back before his crew. He scowls as he assesses you, his hair whipping about his ears in the wind.
I'll be taking your ship now, if you don't mind. And especially if you do.
Well, at least he asked.
I am a gentleman of fortune.
Oh, good. Good to know that we have a slightly higher class of bandit in this part of the world. It's not going to change what happens to him, but The captain shrugs in the sleeting rain before pinning you with a slow, murderous
Give her
grin.
up easy, and I'll see you get a swift death. It'll be bloody and agonizing, sure, but at least it'll be quick.
We have no quarrel with you. Why do you attack our ship?
Why complicate this with a quarrel? I see
Oh. You've gained a reputation. Oh, in a disposition. Dispositions represent how people perceive your personality. Even seemingly nasty reputations will be favored by some people. Benign reputations sometimes bring out the worst in certain others. No disposition is inherently good or bad. Okay.
I want, I take. It's as simple as that. Now then, me and my mates will be helping ourselves to your ship. There's no need to see her sunk by the storms. Or my culverins.
With a grunt, he nods towards the port cannons.
Listen up, mates.
He cracks his neck as he addresses his
I'm
crew.
off to spear me a bigger fish. One with sharper teeth like. I'm trusting you lot not to cock this up. Don't damage the sloop when you take it. Play with the crew if you'd like. But don't bring me any prisoners. None that are alive.
You had bandwidth! After him!
Okay, pirate. That's a lot of pirates for a first combat thing. Attack your enemy with currently equipped weapon. Click the selection circle. You also select the weapon in the lower corner to put the cursor into an attack state. This will allow you to attack anyone, even friendlies. Interesting. Well, let's start by shooting him in the face. Adair, is there a reason you're not doing anything? There we go. Now we switch to a melee weapon.
Defend the ship!
Ooh, very nice. Where is... Okay, I've got my abilities there. And... Ah, there we go. Is that maxed out focus, or do I need... I don't see where it says if I'm maxed out or not. Obviously, I'm not, because it's still going up. Can we increase the game speed like before? Oh, non-combat fast mode. Okay. There we go. Charm that poor bastard. Then we just all flank this poor dick. There we go. That's gonna wear off here in a second. Yep. There we go. I so need to lower the volume still. Hey, I recognize that head. I recognize that hairdo. That looked like frickin'... Or was it? No, they would have said something, right? You defeated the pirates, but you're not out of trouble yet. The storm continues to pick up, lashing the ship and driving you dangerously close to a rocky shore. The Defiant's crew hurries to reduce sail and batten down hatches. They work quickly, but the ship is listing heavily. Just then, a loose crate tumbles towards you, gathering speed on the rain-slick deck. It misses you, but knocks Chittapek, one of your deckhands, off his feet. The Defiance heaves, and Chittapek pitches over the sides, grabbing onto the rail, but his fingers are slipping. He cries out for help. Meanwhile, the runaway crate totters on the edge of the deck, ready to plunge overboard. You recognize the symbol on the front, and realize that it likely contains the salvage from Kadnua, your keep. As the Adrabate of Maros Nua beneath the castle pulled himself out of the ground, destroying it in the process. Yeah, of course. No, we're gonna rescue the dude. You grab Chittapek's arm just as his grip fails. For a tense moment, he hangs suspended over the roiling sea. Then with a mighty tug, you pull him back onto deck. You hear a heavy splash, and the crate from Kadnua is gone. Chittapek, meanwhile, nods in gratitude and heads to his station. The storm has nearly driven you ashore, and a flash of lightning reveals a treacherous coastline and the great shape of Aothus striding into the distance. The lookout barely has time to shout a warning as the Defiant runs aground. The impact hurls you from the deck and into a froth of waves, bodies, and splintering debris. You struggle toward the beach just ahead, even as the surf tugs you towards open sea. You kick and paddle with all your might until at last you feel sand between your fingers. Pulling yourself ashore, you collapse. Oh, good to see you're just relaxing here, Adair.
You've been getting a lot of sleep so far on this trip. I'd have woke you, but you look so peaceful with your face in the sand.
Adair runs his fingers through his hair and removes a strand of seaweed he finds lodged there. He examines it closely and tosses it onto the sand.
If you're worried about the ship, you can stop worrying. It's wrecked right over there.
He points out the Defiant, despite it being difficult to miss from your vantage
So
point.
far, it's just you and me and the chair lady over there.
Hey, dear, that chair lady helped make sure everything ran at our castle. Please be nice to her, okay? I know you have problems with Orleans. Please don't have problems with disembodied souls stuck inside of rocks. Adair nods towards something further up the beach.
It's a relief to see you awake, my lord. I worried you were in for another long sleep.
Your steward appears to be lodged between some rocks. Despite this, her tone is warmly cheerful. Well, I mean, of course, this is more of the world than she's seen in God knows how long. I hate boats.
Shh. It's right behind you.
Unfortunately, I believe we'll be needing the Defiant yet. Unless you mean to settle down on the island for good.
Oh, there's a thought.
No, we're not calling out to the gods for help. What can we do to patch up the ship?
I'm afraid I won't be much assistance in that regard. And not to doubt Master Adair's capacity, but even he would need supplies.
That's true. Steak, especially.
Patching the hull is only the start. You're going to need help getting the Defiant out to sea again. And a crew, for that matter.
Okay, so are we even sure that anybody lives on this
Let's
island?
see about the other survivors. And somehow we gotta get the ship repaired. I don't want to be paddling out of here on a salvage raft.
For now, I'd say your best bet is to find some sign of civilization. If nothing else, we may be able to hire on a shipwright. My lord, if it is not too taxing, could you explain how it came to pass that you were returned to us?
So, it turns out that our esteemed Pantheon is too dumb to figure out what Aothis is doing, so they sent me back to figure it out. Again.
Could be they're just not dumb enough to get in Aethis's way up here.
You know, Adair, on other circumstances, I might agree with you, but I'm still a bit salty over the whole Andra bullshit, so I'm gonna stick with my interpretation. Thank you very much.
A perilous endeavor indeed. Castle or no castle, you are still my lord, and I will aid you to the best of my ability.
Thank you, Steward. It's nice to know I've got somebody on this. As you receive quests, journal will be updated. If you're ever stuck, open it to review your notes. Some of the quests you receive may be challenging until your character has achieved a higher level. A quest that is beyond your current level will be marked in your journal with 1, 2, or 3 skulls. One for every level. If a quest is more than 3 levels above your current level, the skulls will be red. Ah. According to the Twitch store rundown, I've watched your channel the most. I mean, you have been pretty consistent in sticking with us, Tenwin, so thank you very much for that. Thank you.
Well, I suppose we better get a move on.
Let's go. Oh. Select party member. Click on their selection circle, their portrait, or press a number button. Yep. Select multiple party members. Click and hold it on the screen. Drag a marquee over the circles. Yep. That's just the usual. Fighter, rogue, or swashbuckler. Review the ability tree. So, this is one of the best systems that allows you to avoid having too many healers, tanks. So, like, yes, it is. While still sticking to the character's lore. That's the important part as well. It still lets you keep them within that same... You're not doing what people do in, like, Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, or Kingmaker, where it's like, oh yeah, this person starts with 1 level of Paladin, but now we're going to take 10 levels of Bard. Followed by 2 levels of Monk. So again, if we multi-class him, he does not get access to the last 2 tiers of abilities. Striking enemy with a powerful melee attack, dealing high damage and stunning them, taking the hit. Fighter makes a primary attack that gains bonus penetration and lowers target's armor. When the fighter rises here, he regains discipline. What is discipline? Fighter abilities require and consume discipline on use. Outside of combat, a fighter's discipline is restored, ready to be used in the next encounter. Ah. So they gave them a mana system. Perception and inspiration. Aware characters have +5 perception, 50% grace to hit. inspirations are like afflictions. Like afflictions are groups of effects that are applied to characters. Unlike afflictions, inspirations provide positive benefits. Okay, buffs. Each inspiration is categorized by an attribute, such as might or dexterity. They counter and grant immunity to any and all afflictions of the corresponding attribute. Smart inspiration cancels out and removes confused, charmed, and dominated afflictions. Oh, interesting. Okay, okay. The intuitive. Plus 5 perception, 50% graze to hit, and 25% hit to graze. Ooh. That's pretty good. Gaining the fighter now also gains the acute inspiration, which is an intelligent inspiration, gaining plus 5 intellect to use their abilities and spells at plus 1 power level. Ooh. Okay, okay. Close that out. Let me take a look at Swashbuckler. So again, he will not get the top two most tiers, but he does gain hobbling any successful enemy on hit. Plus 30% damage with weapons against targets affected by flanked. Anytime two attackers engage an opponent melee from two different directions. When the situation exists, defenders are flanked. Any condition on an attacker that would break the engagement will also remove the flank condition on the defender if it cannot be sustained without them. It also means that if they have a body affliction, might, constitution, or dexterity, or a mind affliction. Okay, so yes, that's any kind of heavy debuff will also trigger it. Okay, okay. Briefly becomes immune to engagement. Ooh. Become more fleet and nimble, increasing stride. What is stride? How quickly a character can run in combat with higher scores covering more ground. Okay. Defensive bonus against disengagement attacks. Gain a weapon set. Oh, did they make it so that weapon sets are their own? Yeah. Oh, deep pockets. Okay. Okay, okay. I kind of want to make everybody a multi-class just to, except for maybe Alof, because it just kind of makes sense for him to be able to access the highest level of spells. I mean, we're doing a pirate setting. Why not? Adir's going to learn how to swashbuckle. That sounds like a good idea. Sounds like a good idea. Adir, you get the hat. Yeah. Ooh, dear wooden mayoral medallion. +1 to bluff and +1 to diplomacy. Adir chose not to return to Gilded Vale, still most comfortable living far from the cities. He settled in Deerford, which, like many towns in the Deerwood, was beginning the slow process of rebuilding. Believing now that it was the obligation of Kith to be the leader... Okay, for the love of God, I swear I dropped the volume on this. Also, why is the effects volume still that high? No wonder I couldn't fucking hear anything.
Ladies. Hey.
Believing it is now the obligation of Kith to be the leaders their gods had not been, Adir was soon named mayor of the town. Under his guidance, Deerford began to prosper. He expelled the last of the Skay Knights and drew new settlers with the offer of land, a trick he learned from someone he otherwise preferred to forget. With each passing day, Deerford would come to more closely resemble the Gilded Vale Villagers' childhood, the one worthy of its name. Upon his election, the local lord presented Adir with this medallion as a sign of official recognition and goodwill. Aww. And he still has his Saints Wars armor. Very nice. He admits that the power armor has pulled him from the brink of death on several occasions. He claims that no one else has ever handled the armor. How it became enchanted is still a mystery to him. And I see he brought... yeah, he brought his... Oh, he even has a pipe in the idle animation. Oh, that's adorable. And he's got his saber and his medium shield. Okay, okay, okay. Also, I want to point out one more. Check the crafting menu. There are 2 items you need to be aware of. Okay, crafting menu. Inventory, character, journal, option. Okay, so I'm going to guess it's under inventory. Crafting. Drugs, explosives, food, scrolls, healing, and support. Oh, food, incredible, and potions healing. Removes all injuries, +2 to all skills until rest. Ooh, that already looks good. Major healing, minor healing, miraculous healing, moderate healing, potion of refuge, untargetable but paralyzed. Oh, okay. And then you also said to check out the food. Luminous Adra potion is a super potion, expensive to make, but it's important to be aware of. I mean, yeah, between the removes all injuries and the +2 to all skills until rest, yeah, I can imagine. And as for the food, we have shark soup. +2 to might, +1 to all power levels, immune to constitution afflictions, immune to dexterity afflictions, immune to might afflictions. Mahoa wraps, it reduces recovery time, hostile effect duration, gives might, very nice. +2 penetration from weapons. Oh, so that's how they're doing armor penetration. Compared to the target's armor rating, determine how much damage you get through. Penetration comes with a weapon or spell that is being used. It can be raised through the use of magic, abilities, talents, and weapon enchantments. Captain's Banquet is the one you're talking about. 20% damage with spells, 20% action speed, immune to intellect, perception, and resolve afflictions. Oh, yes. Okay, okay. Oh, we can also make explosives.
Hmm?
All right.
Well, don't see why not.
Okay, nope, we need to adjust. No. There we go. Hey there, you go in front.
Yeah?
Yes?
Put
Yes.
back my pistol. Is that a ghost? Some copper, some light potions, a wand.
Hope the rest of those sodden bastards made it.
Oh, I guess they're just... I guess we just see shit now. That's great to hear. Oh, a small shield. Is that better than what he has? He won't take the accuracy penalty, which, as we found out, is actually pretty good. So we might consider using that then.
I shall.
Food have 2 uses in the game. You use them on your ship as rations, which is good for morale, or you use them on rest to gain buffs. Ah. Oh, right.
So many souls lost. Surely someone else survived.
Help! Somebody! Blanca!
Get to that person. Lockpick, grappling hook. Thank you. Definitely want those. Fire kelp. Spicy ocean weed fortifies the body and aids digestion. It is a key component in many Hauna dishes, added both for color and flavor. The tribal civilization primarily comprised of island Amawa, which has thrived in the Deadfire Archipelago for 1,000 years. Though largely decentralized, the Hauna share common values steeped in mythology and a sense of guardianship over the islands they call home. And water. Ship crew morale -1. Yeah, if you know anything about long sea voyages, nobody wants to have to just drink water. It tends to go bad after a while. Oh, leather armor and a Principi hat. Your Woodens are known for their modest rustic hats, while Valians are associated with broad brim. Oh, it's just a hat. Sponge. Ingredients. Yep. Oh, right. One thing I wanted to see the game. Enable telemetry, hide off-screen pointers, continue movement, colorblind, big head. I thought there would be... There we go. Show personality, reputation. The Defiant is looking far worse for wear after its unexpected landfall. Ship purchased with the last of Caed Nua's riches, borne you from the eastern reach of the Deadfire Archipelago. Yeah, so we used all of our money to buy a boat. All items have Hauna or Huna? Huana? Hauna or Huana? I'm guessing Huana. So almost Polynesian in its pronunciation. Huana. The hull is splintered in several places along the keel, while the tattered sails stand as evidence of your battle with the pirates. The deck of the Defiant is well out of reach from here. The ship groans like a beached whale each time the waves roll in, but isn't usually listing further. You may be able to climb up. Use the grappling hook. One good throw, and the hook sails up and over the rail, catching firmly. A few tugs suggest that the grappling hook should hold fast. You've lost item. Yeah, I know. Use the grappling hook to climb up. The ropes makes the ascent considerably easier. You soon find yourself climbing up over the rail.
You're looking better, Casita. That, or I'm worse off than I thought.
The sheen of sweat on her brow and the wan cast to her features belies Irina's casual greeting. Valian term for captain. Okay.
It's my leg, Matico. It hurts even worse than it looks.
Irina's leg bears a bloody gouge along the length of her shin, and the swelling around her knee suggests a nasty break. Valian expletive. Oh, okay. I don't think we have... we do have party assist. Okay, so that...
I
What
was
happened?
a stubborn Postanaga. I was trying to fasten this mess down when we struck shore. Barrel rolled right over my leg.
Literally the Valian word for carrot, but conversationally meaning idiot. Ah,
Everything we've been through, and I'm nearly done in by a cask of rum.
have you seen anyone else?
Funny thing, it's hard to see much from the underside of a barrel.
Okay, fair. I deserve that one. Yeah, we'll cast a splint from the debris. So we should have more than enough, right? Yeah, hold shoot. Let me see. Oh, okay. Wait, does that mean we need 3 or that we get up to 3? Okay, either way. I'll patch you up as best I can, but you'll want to stay off the leg as much
I
as
wasn't
possible.
planning on going for a run, Casita.
Irina watches you work with obvious relief. The marker says how much you need, and you have 3. Oh, okay. Once you're through, she gives the leg a tentative stretch.
It still hurts, but I can manage from here. Agrasima.
Valiant expression of
Have
gratitude.
you found any of the others yet?
Not
I'll
yet.
start a fire. If any of the others are out there, hopefully they'll see it and turn up.
Really? Nothing else up here? Wait. I don't have to do the stupid... Dude, did they fix the thing with perception, Tenwin? Do I have to keep randomly going into stealth mode? Oh, thank God. Thank fucking God. Yep, climb down.
Nicely done, my lord. You will have need of a crew if we're to get anywhere.
Rina's got that going. Can we talk to
There
her some
must
more?
be other survivors.
That is regular sword, some potions, and spark crackers. Ooh, causes distraction. Use is silent, but impact is like... Oh my God, they actually added mechanics to the items to allow you to use them in stealth. That's actually... I don't like stealth, as I have made abundantly clear, but that is really cool from a gameplay perspective. Stealth is only for stealth. That's nice to know.
Spy! Magran, here! My flame burns yet! Is that ye?
Eld Engram appears to be in sound condition, though his waxed jacket is completely soaked through. He appraises you with a bleary-eyed
You
amusement.
woke just in time for the fun. Fighting off motherless raiders one moment, flung into the freezing depths of Ondra's bosom the next.
Wait, seriously? Oh, shit. God. I thought the ending said we were taking her home. Why the fuck did we keep her? Engram's eye twitches as she flashes a smile notable for its extraordinary absence of teeth.
Aye. Magran learns us poor bastards that a little excitement's good for the heart.
Careful with those swears, Engram. The last Magranite to travel with me almost went mad because of his goddess's trials.
Aye, but almost mad ain't fully mad. Ah, old Durance. The goddess shan't forge another like him in our lives, Captain.
That is a very accurate statement for many reasons, Engram.
Can we go back on the ship now?
Bella rocks back on the heels of her feet, watching you both. Bella, don't let Engram be a bad influence while I'm gone.
That's unkind. You're the one decided to pluck this wean from the wilds of Aer Glanfith. Blame that stone steward of yours for bringing the furry maid along.
Uncle Engram, you promised me ale.
Later, sweetie. Uncle Engram's thirsty too.
He absentmindedly taps on his chest near his heart, sounding the thunk of something metal beneath the priest's jacket. Wait, I thought it was only like a year or two since the, how long has it been specifically since the events of the first game?
I'll boil up some water. We'll have a spy at that leg of yours.
5-ish? Okay,
Should
that
have
makes sense.
seen me with that barrel, Engrim. I showed it who's boss.
Magran gives some of us simpler trials than others.
Orland's age a bit faster. Yes, I do remember that.
Good news, Captain. I found some supplies must have washed ashore. Even better. I've located some spirits. The mundane kind, I mean. Nothing that requires your talents, Watcher.
His eyes twitch and twinkle in delight. Has there been any sign of any of the other survivors?
One up north, near the cave. Could have been that stuffy goat Beodul. I cried out, but the storm was too loud.
You know anything of this island?
Catherine here. I ken that much. Means we're a sight better off than we could be.
No, that's true. An abandoned island would have been far more problematic.
Course, it's surely pirate territory. They have a number of bolt holes out this way. I'd nae be surprised if that cave up north is one of them. Could be they lie in wait for us even as we speak.
A twinkle in his eyes belies the foreboding tone. I find it funny because people get shocked that he promises her ale, but they think the idea of children drinking alcohol is weird, not considering the era's view of alcohol. Yeah. And how strong it was. Well, how weak it was, rather. People forget back then beer was used as a purification. Beer and ale were used as purification processes so that you had something safe to drink. At the same time, though, he's also a sailor who were notorious for not using weak beverages of such when they were out on the water. Which does make me wonder what he's offering her. So be a little careful there, Engrim, okay? Also, she's not only half your size just by age category, she's also going to be half your size just because she's an Orlan compared to a human. So, for the love of God, please do not give her anything actually strong. Do you have any idea what we should do?
Quit standing here, for one. Worth having a spy about this place. It may be there's more of us who've survived Magran's trial.
The only thing that makes me doubt that, Tenwin, is that he has it on his person in a metal flask, which leads me to believe it's more, shall we say, a portion of his personal stash than from the ration barrel.
There is a cave to the
But
north.
I'd like to believe he's not that
Could
crazy.
be some of our fellows sought shelter there. If all you find is cold corpses, we can say a prayer for their departed souls and liberate them of their mortal possessions.
Though, to be fair, if it is a particularly strong alcohol, he could also dilute it with a little bit of water, which would help kill any germs in the water itself, and then serve it to her, which would still be safe. And I'd imagine, given that she's still a child, that's how they would go about it. Okay. Me and Adair will keep moving on then. See what else we can find.
Hey, fancy seeing you here.
The spirit's voice warps and shifts, muted as if by a great distance. Even so, he grins brightly at
I
you.
can't see much of anything, really, apart from you. Just endless gray. What happened?
I'm afraid the ship ran aground in the storm. You died, sailor.
Storm? That's strange. You'd think a man would recall a storm. It's like someone cut away a part of my memory. There's just this big black hole. It's weird. I thought death would be different. Big light and so on. But I don't see anything at all. Just you.
Bareth charged me with guiding souls to the afterlife. I suppose that's part of my responsibility now, on top of being a watcher.
Oh. Suppose that sounds nice enough. I'll follow you then, shall I?
Come along. Let's see what we can find out. The spirit falls into step behind you, radiating
Seeing
fear.
ghosts, huh? I suppose you're stuck with that.
Oh.
Of course. Suey! Suey!
All characters in the game have 4 defenses: deflection, fortitude, reflex, and will. These defenses are based on their attributes, level, items, and other effects. The more powerful the character, the higher their defenses will be, and the harder they will hit or affect abilities. Yep. Attack rolls between 1 and 100. Yep. Accuracy, the target is one of the 4 defenses. If accuracy is less than the defense, the attack roll suffers a penalty. If accuracy is greater, the attack roll gains a bonus. Final attack roll is always better. 24 or less equals a miss. 25 to 49 is a graze. 50 to 99 is a hit, and 100 plus is a crit. A miss has no effect. Hit is a standard effect. Graze does less damage in a shorter duration for effects, and a crit does more damage, has higher penetration, has a longer effect. Yep. Yep. So we shot it, and then we switched to our sword. And then we missed. Wow, we rolled a 10.
I hope nobody saw that.
There we go.
Indeed.
Can't loot anything. Damn. Oh.
Watcher, over here. It is good to see you well, Watcher. I believe the boars were hoping for easy meat.
You gotta be careful with wild boars. They will quite literally eat anything. On some level, I genuinely think this game looks better than BG3, but that is just me being biased. I mean, it all comes down to art design. It all really does come down to art design. So far, I'm really enjoying this, especially as you said, if the backgrounds are 2D design, then this is a really good indicator of what their art team was able to put together. Chitupak greets you with a relieved nod and checks the pistol at his hip.
Bosun, Beadle is in that cave over there. Ran in after a boar. Stubborn old dwarf.
I gotta say, this looks nothing like the picture of the dude we saved on the boat, even though this is the same name. Like, the one in the picture story looked very, very old and had a beard, I'm pretty sure. This doesn't look anything like him. Then why are you out here?
I was able to calm one of the boars with a spell. For a time, at least. By the time I was through, I had lost sight of Beadle. I remained here, hoping he would return quickly. He has not.
You pull the button to the left or right if you want to go slower, faster in combat. Oh, okay. What happened?
After we made landfall, you mean? I woke and Beadle was close by, swearing fit to bring Andra's wrath upon us a second time. We began to search for supplies. I came over this way in hopes of gathering some of that blood moss over there. I thought it might be of use. I imagine the boars had the same idea.
Well, I'll look for Beadle. Head back to the camp.
I will make for the campfire. I must get this pistol cleaned if it's going to be of any use. Be careful in there, Captain.
Oh yeah, I see it. So yeah, you can slightly increase the combat speed. Oh, good, and they increased the, very nice. They increased the movement speed. You know what? Hold on. What is the shortcut to swap weapons? Is there a shortcut to swap weapons? Does not look like there is, unfortunately. There is? But you have to set it to something. Okay, okay. Non-combat fast. What is a character sheet? No. Oh, god damn it. I need to find a number that is not, or a letter that is not used. I think Q isn't used for anything, so there we go. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Of course.
All right, let's head inside the cave. Yes. Press the stealth button in the lower center of the screen or use the Alt key to have the selected characters enter or exit.
Easy now.
I guess we're not the first to head this way.
Yeah, that would be a correct summation. Ooh, hardtack. Yep, nobody likes hardtack. Some supplies and a torch. Nice. Also, it's occurred to me. Yes, we did want to swap out for the small shield so that Adir can focus on still doing damage. Box cap. Nice. What are we doing on? Oh, yes, we're already gaining. Oh, no, the experience is still split. Oh, no, the experience is still split. That's going to drive me insane again.
Wait.
Look there.
Cave beetle. Okay. We sneak up on it.
Certainly.
Go. Yep, we took a shot. Now we dive in with melee. We grab it. Aha. So, in case anybody hasn't noticed, I'm going to go for a very specific build that I've kind of wanted to do since you told me, Tenwin, that pistols were going to be one-handed in this game. And quite frankly, I want to unlock all 4 weapon slots, 6 of which will be pistols, and 1 of which will be a melee. And the entire plan in every combat is to fire off the 2 pistols, switch to the next set of 2 pistols, fire those off, switch to the next set of 2 pistols and fire those off, and then switch to melee and dive in. I want my character to go full swashbuckler, carrying an entire brace of fucking pistols and a melee weapon. That is what I want to do with this character build.
I shall.
Keep it down.
That. Okay. Ooh. Oh, yep. There's a fucking vessel over there. You could also dual wield blunderbusses. Oh, the blunderbusses are one-handed? Ooh. Then what we might do is a couple of pistols and then a blunderbuss and then the melee weapon. Small forms dart swiftly between the coral below. Ooh.
Whoa. Look.
Yeah, I see him. I see him, Adair. Calm down. Okay. Also, we have to change this. The camera moving on its own is starting to drive me insane. How do I get rid of that? Page cursor. I really hope that that's safe. Oh my god, finally. Now I can actually access my OBS without fucking alt-tabbing. But seriously, how do I get it to stop following my character? No, not that. I think it would be under camera, but I'm not seeing... Oh, comment automatically will allow you to still be able to freely pay to move the camera. Disabling this option will put the camera back into the... Yes, please. You no longer have armor stats overlap each other, meaning that you can have multiple equipment pieces with the same stat. Ooh, nice. Also, where did I find that? Leather armor versus mail armor. See, the recovery time is too long on that. We want something light.
Yes? With relish.
Whoa.
Yep, no penetration. Oh, wow, we reloaded fast. Holy shit.
Of course.
Trouble up ahead.
They've got pistols too. That's not good.
Charge. Of course.
There we go. Take him out. You're right, they do. Oh. Head do that. Then we can put... Oh. That put the rest of them in the inventory? Yes, it did. Oh, glorious. Glorious. Oh, nope.
Hey.
Actually, what is Ader's? No. If we're going to be doing Pirates of the Caribbean here, Adair, my dude, we're not doing this bow and arrow shit right now. You best have a gun on you, my friend.
Don't see why not.
Saber, medium heater shield, vessel bone. Yep.
Yes?
Yep, got my pistols equipped.
Keep it down.
Uh-oh, is that our crew member? No, it's somebody else. Still no sign of Benwith. How much longer are we gonna wait? The wet's already ruined half our take. Get your stinking construct under control. It's been hanging out by that crystal. I swear it's been giving me the eye. Alright. Oh, okay. We do have plenty of lockpicks though.
All right.
That's good. Ader's yes.
But I'm keeping all done.
That gets us a Valian frock coat. Ooh. That slightly lower armor rating, but it has 0 recovery upkeep. Oh god, yeah, we are getting fancy here. We are going full pirate lord. Well, swashbuckler lord, since we're probably not going to be a bad guy and be a pirate, so. But we will be damn close to it. Oh yes, I'm getting fancy. And I have 2 pistols. Oh, this is glorious. coral snuff. Ugh. Native corals crushed into a fine powder, mixed with gunpowder, and then inhaled through the nose. This potent narcotic produces an intense surge of focus and euphoria, followed by crushing lethargy, often accompanied by nosebleeds and fatigue. These drawbacks have not reduced its popularity with the peoples of the Deadfire. Ugh. Why are you stealthing around? Because I do like the fact that stealth... Ooh, that's oh, he's a big boy. Okay, hold on. Let's go explore down the other way first. This way. Well, I'm stealthing just to be careful, not because I need to find any.
Let's take a look. Wait. Look there.
Go. So wait, did I fire both of those, or did I only fire one? Regardless, make sure they're both loaded up. There we go. Principi leather armor. Principi. Ooh, those look nice. It's a hat, crossbow. Really
Keep it down. Whoa, whoa.
That is a sea bat. It's a higher level than me. Fortunate. Keep exploring. Oh, Beodul.
Damned pirates! Andra, take your scabrous souls for fish food.
I mean, you can swear by Andra if you want, but I'm not. If you open up the inventory, check out Ader's State armor, you can look into some of the enchantments. Oh, due to being the first unique item. He has a mighty beard.
Beodul! Still alive and calling everybody scabrous, I see. Well, now we got a bosun. Just need a boat.
Adair! And I see that corpse we've been carting around is looking a slight more sprightly. Good to see the two of you, but mind your step. I've got myself in a spot of trouble. Been trying to find a way past without losing a leg or getting a face full of poison.
What is that? Intellect and sleight of hand. Take care of a few traps. But does that get us the experience for disarming them? I doubt it does. So we're gonna... I can take care of a few traps.
Well, they sting something fierce, so mind yourself.
That looks like something.
Okay, traps. Any character can trigger, including enemies can trigger trap. Okay, so they did actually make that. Once activated, traps cause injuries to any character hit by them. Yep. To discover hidden items is tied to their perception, and their ability to disarm and detect the trap is based on their mechanics. Yep. Abilities, we know that. Most abilities draw power from a resource unique to each character class. Barbarians, fighter, monk, paladin, ranger, and rogue abilities draw from a pool that is full at the start of combat. Each ability subtracts cost. Yep. Unlike barbarians and fighters, druids, priests, and wizards do not have a common resource pool. Instead, in each fight, they can cast a number of spells from each spell level they have access to. Chanters, ciphers, and monks start with a fraction of their total resource pool and must build it up over time in the fight. Each class gains the resources in a different way. They can continue to replenish their resources throughout a fight. Yep. Stealth protection. Some items, such as noisemakers, can be used to distract and move bystanders while you explore in stealth. One of your characters has been engaged in melee. If an engaged character moves away from the character engaged, they'll provoke a disengagement attack. It interrupts... Oh, it's those stupid fucking fish people again. If you can pause, hold shift, and click all the traps, and your character will clear them all in a row. Oh, nice. You can queue up orders.
Would you look at that?
Sweet. Yeah, see, that's why you don't set them off, because you can get experience. Give me more experience. Yes, yes, give me.
Ah, bless you, Lord. Would have been a sorry way to go. Caught up in a dead pirate's trap. It's just bats and stinking corpses in this cave. You find anyone else?
He gingerly sets his weight on his injured foot, grimacing. We've got a campfire going on the beach. Meet up with the others.
Then I'll head that way myself. See you on the beach, Captain.
Dead Pirate's Trap sounds like a Pirates of the Caribbean movie. A little bit. Yeah, we leveled up. Yes, yes, give me experience, give me, yes. Ooh. Oh, so, okay, so each party member can essentially specialize in one active skill and one passive skill. Okay. Ooh, that's unfortunate, because I did kind of want metaphysics, too. So how do we want to do this with my character? I'm thinking... Oh, but history. Oh, but metaphysics. Oh, but diplomacy. Fuck. Actives are things you do. Passives are in dialogue. We only get one per level. Fuck. Okay. Choose wisely. Yeah, I know. Ugh. Well, we know we're going to get Aloth eventually, so he'll probably be our Arcana specialist. I'm not very good at stealth, so no one's going to be dealing with that. I guess we can do mechanics again for us and keep that pretty high, since we do start with a 1 in that. Get that up to 2. Get our diplomacy up to 3. Or do we want to... Ooh. We can go back and forth between diplomacy and metaphysics, because I want those 2 on my character. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yes, if we manage this properly, if you go to alchemy and explosives, boost poisons and potions and bombs, which means it's very possible to do a poison build or a grenadier build. Ooh. Possible does not necessarily mean optimal. Of course. Ability selection. Okay, so you get all of the passive... You do not get all of the passive abilities. Okay. Interesting. I don't need monastic training. Increase the duration of afflictions caused by the Psyker. The Cipher. Sensitive spells are stronger than most, which grants them a bonus to will. Increase penetration of all Cipher spells. You get to choose one skill from either Cipher. Oh. Oh, okay. That feels like I'm going to have nowhere near enough choices. Holy shit. Plus 10 to all defenses based on faith and conviction. When suffering damage, gain a stacking bonus damage attack on your next weapon attack. Okay. Gain an additional weapon set. Aura. That would probably be good. The issue when you select one class is that you'll more often not gain a majority of abilities rather than having to do a dedicated build, but it makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Let me take a look here. +1 penetration with Cipher spells. The thing is, though, the Cipher's damage abilities are nowhere near as effective as their debuff abilities, so that's not as important. Will is useful. Not gonna lie. Useful. Increase the length of afflictions, which I believe is everything. Yep. Charmed is in -5 intellect. Alliance flip. Cannot use active abilities. Keywords echo. Combat only. Keywords deception and mind. +10 echo. Cipher brings echoes of an ally's past lives to the surface, inspiring the ally to greater feats of heroism. Provides the strong and insightful inspiration. So +5 to might, +5 to perception. Yeah, I definitely don't need the monastic arms training. That's for damn sure. Flames of devotion, causing their equipped weapon to burst into flames as they strike. Flames are, as a kind wayfarer, the flames are white and also heal nearby allies. Oh, that's nice. Monastic training is a bit weird because monks start with it as base. Like, yeah, it's just if you want to do unarmed damage and don't want to play as a monk. Yeah, not as effective as a monk's unarmed strikes, but benefits from increased accuracy, damage, and penetration as you gain levels. Understandable. Or do I want to grab... No, we still have a good... We have a good... Empathic field. Creates a toxic physical manifestation of a mutual anticipation cipher in the enemy target. Enemies caught in the path between the two will suffer corrosive damage. Oh, did they make it so it doesn't hurt your own guys, so that it's practically useless? Thank you, game. That's nice. Continuous grasp, causing the shaken. -5 resolve and -3 power level, and confused. -5 intellect. All their abilities, all of their abilities and attacks are friend or foe. Check out your reputation menu, which both points out your desired and undesired reputations, as well as what your companions like. Ah, okay. Always keep the keywords in mind. Very important for wizards. Ah, okay. Oh, there's a lot of choices now. There's a lot of choices now. I'm thinking Lingering Echoes to start, because that's going to improve all of our debuffs. Increases the duration of afflictions caused by the cipher. Yes. We're gonna start with that. Always keep the keywords. Check out your reputation menu. There we go. Oh, okay, okay. So yes, the kind wayfarers favor passionate and benevolent. Ooh. They don't favor diplomatic. They don't favor clever. They don't favor honest. Oh, okay. Well, that's actually... Ooh. I thought the wayfarers were the Ooh. Oh, that's actually not good. That doesn't really line up. Yeah, I know we want to avoid the red ones. My problem is that it's passionate and benevolent. We didn't really do passionate in the last playthrough. Benevolent was just kind of there. We mainly focused on honest and diplomatic, and the Oh, the shield bearers were the diplomatic. Fuck. Meanwhile, Adair, he despises the Leaden Key. He likes animals. He's pro-Eothasian. He's still pro-Eothasian. My dude, I got literally stepped on by your god. I can understand that you still worship him. For the love of God, can you tone it down, Adair? Lighthearted, so he likes jokes and levity. Respects and enjoys cultural traditions, believe they are worthwhile. He does not like the Leaden Key, so again, he doubles down on it. Pro-Eothasian people, not necessarily the gods. Oh, you're right. Supports followers of Eothas. Okay, fair enough. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. That's pretty much exactly what now I'm... I wish I picked the shield bearers then. Fuck. Shit. I thought that they were the diplomatic one. Fuck. I don't want to have to redo all that. I know, but it bugs me. Because that means it's not... It's the role-playing element. It should... Fuck. Why the fuck doesn't the game tell you when you fucking select it what it's gonna be?
What's this?
No, shit, this is gonna bother me. This is gonna bother me. I don't want it to bother me, but it's already starting to bother me, and it's starting to piss me off.
Let's keep quiet. Trouble.
A Revenant, a Rusted Copper Construct. Okay. Let's double back and deal with that bat before we deal with them. Probably redo it. I don't want to waste more time. We're already an hour in. Fuck! Why? Why? See, it doesn't even tell you here. That is horrible fucking design. Why would you not include that in the character options when you're selecting them? Yeah, well, here's your subclass. We're not going to tell you what you need to fucking actually do for it. We're just going to give it to you, and then you can find out later. Why? That's where it says somewhere. It didn't say anywhere in the character creation. We were even having this argument on the last stream because I couldn't find it anywhere. Ugh.
Yes, I shall. Onward.
Well, he saw us. Okay, wait, is he... So wait, there's no point in having 2 pistols equipped because he's firing one and then immediately reloading it. Oh, that's also fuck. That's also why. What's the point of that then? No, he's firing one then reloading, firing one then reloading. That this is I don't like. Wow, this is...
Attack!
Like, if I switch... See, he reloads one, and then he shoots one. He's not firing both of them and then reloading. That's what I wanted. God damn it. Are you kidding me?
Yes, I'll handle this. Indeed.
Don't want to have to redo this whole beginning, but now it feels like I've fucked up the character already. Do I have to change the AI, maybe? No, there's not an option for that. Yeah. I've seen that. Power. You can empower abilities yourself once per fight. You can use empower on active abilities to make them stronger. Alternatively, you can use empower on yourself to replenish a portion of your ability resources. Click on the action bar and select the ability you want to empower. To restore resources, click that, and then click the character's portrait or selection circle. You can only use empower once per fight, and limited number of times between rests. Resting in or using food or drink while resting at a location will restore their empower points. Okay. Location UI. Yep. Level up. Yep. Bestiary. Unlock. Defeating creatures will progressively unlock their entries in the bestiary as you unlock more information. The bestiary will reward experience.
I'm here.
This is already like... I already feel like I've misinterpreted half the shit that the game has told me, and it's already starting to piss me off. Clearly not happy with this, as you know what you chose. You should be able to rush through it like kind of... But it still feels like I'm wasting time. Fuck. You're right, Tenwin. You're right. We're just... I still don't like it. I still don't like it. That's the kind of thing that should absolutely have not have been obfuscated at the beginning. It just... feels like such a... Ugh! Real time with pause. Go. We're just rushing through this. Classic. Yes. Nothing else there. Start game. We have to do the intro because I have to select the stuff and I have to fucking... Ugh! Come on. Come on. Skip. Let's go. Let's go. Wasting my time. Wasting everybody's time with this. Come on.
Eora. And so you
Make a
wake
nice
to a
story.
sleepless world.
On.
Fixing up that old keep.
The
Come on.
in-between of life and death.
Come on. We already fucked this up once. Let's go.
Follow your memories. You have been here before.
You have seen past the shroud. You are a watcher now, and the watcher you will stay.
Come on. Let's go.
The Watcher sees souls, knows their pasts, and the souls see them back.
Come on. Come on. Keep moving.
A dubious honor, inheriting a fortress both broken and cursed.
What is a god? A higher power? A rewarder of good deeds and punisher of the wicked?
The gods aren't real, but something else entirely. Something created by people.
Did this extra day so that we could get more of this game, not waste an hour and a half between last
And did you
shift
ever
and this
consider
one.
that these were things you were never meant to understand? That their comprehension is beyond you?
Such a
Let the
waste.
world see. Let them decide what to do.
Come on. 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 Come
wheel has turned again, Watcher. Come.
We were rushing the character creation. It's still... I'm gonna look again when we get to the actual selection for the Paladin order, because if it doesn't say it there, then that is just straight up bad design. Like, there's no getting around that. That is legitimately bad design. Come on. Sup, Bareth? We already did this once. Let's keep going. I'm wasting everyone's time, including my own.
Please. Thank you for joining.
Yep, I love being here. Let's pick our shit. Import the PoE save. Lighthouse. Load.
Does everything appear to be in order? Good.
Yes, continue. I don't care.
You boons in exchange for
Return the souls to there.
Do you remember?
Yes, in the halls of stars. Blah, blah, blah.
Though you and he are still
Am I dead?
She delicately places a card upright on the table. The art
I've had enough of dealing with the gods.
If that doesn't convince, good.
Let's get on with it.
When you can picture your...
Start from scratch. Male. Godlike. Oh, they actually did improve the fire godlike looking a bit. Death godlike. Human body type. Multi-class. Cypher. Ascendant. Start with Whispers of Treason. Paladin. Yeah. No, it doesn't say. This is where it should say it. This is where it should say it. It should say it somewhere in here. Pine Wayfarers. Kindness and Condemning Deception and Mouse. But that doesn't actually tell you what freaking reputations that you actually want. That is bad design. That is straight up bad design. But that's just it. For some of them, it does. Like this one, honesty and diplomacy over cruelty and aggression. Okay. Celebrate kindness and condemning deception, but that's not the same thing as the actual reputations. If you're going to imply it, you need to be using the exact wordage that you do in the game, because that is not the same thing. Like this one doesn't even say it. It just says that they hunt down those who violate contracts. So you can assume honest, but you don't know. It should just say favored reputation, blank and blank. All right, the shield bearers, right? That's the one we want. That's the one that actually fit with our diplomatic and honest reputation from before. The benevolence came as a side effect of being honest and diplomatic. Like, that's what I was fine with. Honest and diplomatic. Thank you. Shield bearers of St. Elka. We grab this. Granting a damage bonus against targets or sworn enemy. Okay, now where were we with this? We went with... I want to save that. There we go. You get a bonus with shields as a shield bearer, though, so more. But I don't care about the preferred weapon. I really don't. We were from the Deadfire Archipelago originally. Sinking down the greatest of the cities beneath waves. We know what that was. It was Andra chucking a moon at the fucking planet. What was our job? We were an explorer. Survival, diplomacy, and history. Yep. Then as for our weapons, we go with pistol. And a two-handed weapon is going to be the Estoc. Yep. We're going to grab our original portrait. We're going to get our reddish colors, which I like. I don't know. It was a fast piercing weapon. I just like the idea of being more fancy with our sword than just a two-handed greatsword. We go with that head. We go with the... I don't think any of...
One's for Keyleth.
Well, I don't want it to actually reference Vox Machina, so that's already a problem.
Finish them! Yeah!
My eyes are peeled. Eh?
Attack! The better part of valor. Hmm?
Yeah, no, I can already tell. Get it? Yeah, no, I like that one. Okay. Like, even if the pistols don't work the way we want, I can always just switch over to a different firearm later. I don't really care.
Go forth now. Find
Yep, I don't care.
sufficient-
Moving on. Let's go. Let's go, game. We have wasted enough fucking time. Such a... Whatever. We fixed it. We're moving on. We fixed it. We're moving on. Ooh. I really don't being like this because this is how I get when I get stressed. And I've so far have not had that happen on stream at all until this moment. I am really sorry for this. I really am. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Play the animations. Let's move. Wasting time here.
The return to your Adair.
Yep.
How are you feeling?
I'm in a lot of pain.
Well,
I hate the void had it.
Yep,
I
he
know not
destroyed that.
how, but it seemed.
I'm aware.
You know all that?
Misfortunes brewing, pirate.
Yep.
I know this is asking a lot.
Yep. Oh, what does that say? The word Ukaizo is scribbled and crossed out on many points of this globe.
All right. Now make some use of it.
All right. Put that. Put that. Put that. Yep.
The pirates of Deadfire are notorious. I suggest you.
Poor Lord Brown Bear not being here because it's Tuesday. Yeah, I mean, he can catch up on the VOD.
What have we here?
Yep, I don't care.
Easy, and I'll see you get a swift death. It'll be bloody. Why
Yep,
couldn't that?
we
Listen,
want the
I'm off to play
diplomatic.
with the
Yes,
crew if
I
you
know.
like.
Go away.
You heard, Benwith!
That.
Defend the ship!
To grab you. Come on, reload. There we go.
Storm's picking up! Take cover!
Wasted so much time. Yep. Rescue Chitapac. Yep. Come on. Let's go, game. Wasted so much time.
You've been getting old.
Yep.
It's a relief to see you awake.
I hate boats.
There's a thought.
We patch up the ship.
For my lord, if it is not too taxing.
Turns out the gods are too much of a fucking idiots.
Suppose we better.
Let's do this. Swashbuckler. Accept. Don't care about any of that. Speed it up. Grab the supplies. Grab the supplies. Grab the supplies. Yep, know that one. Rope and grappling hook. Use the grappling hook. Dual wielding pistols having the highest DPS baseline in the game. That is very old info. If we need to, as I said, I'll figure that out.
My leg, Matiko. It hurts even worse than it looks.
Oh. Why didn't I have that option before? I had the same... How does that make any... What? Now I'm confused. Now... my anger is already causing me other issues. What happened? Did you see anybody else cast Lay on Hand?
Planning on going for a run, Casita. It still hurts. Have you found any of the others yet? I'll start.
Yet, and dialogue. But I thought I did. think the Kind Wayfarers don't start with lay on hand. That doesn't even make sense then. Why would the guys called the Kind Wayfarers not start with lay on hand? Yeah, he starts with sworn enemy and lay on hand. That's weird. That's, whatever. Whatever.
Indeed.
Nicely done, my lord. You'll have need of a crew if we're to get anywhere.
Hope the rest of the sodden bastards made it.
To give Adir the smaller shield, because that will help his accuracy, while keeping him with at least some deflection.
There must be others
Yep.
up there.
Spy, Magran, is that you? You? Aye. Aye.
Can we go back on the ship now?
That's an
Uncle.
Later.
Okay. Our guards will shield bearers or diplomats. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not blaming you, Tenwin. I'm not even necessarily blaming the game design people. It's just my frustration has already been compounded, so I'm going to start picking up on little things that otherwise I wouldn't
I can't
care.
see much of anything.
Yep, you died. I'm guiding souls. Come along then.
Seeing ghosts, huh? You're stuck with that. Sweet.
Yep, then switch to the melee. Perfect.
Indeed.
Go.
Watcher,
Chitapek.
over here. It is good to the
Yep.
bosun, Beadle. I was
Why are you
I
out
remained
here? What happened?
I came over this
I'll
way
look
and
for
hoped I would-
Beadle. There we go.
I'll handle this.
All right. Oh. I don't care.
I guess we're not the first to head this way.
Hardtech cannon shot. Okay, so some of this loot is completely randomized because that was not there last time.
Could be a
Yep. Go ahead and take him down. Switch.
I shall.
Hey, watch out.
With relish. It's not working.
Yep. Engagement abilities. We've seen that.
Hey, watch out.
Hey.
That.
Yeah?
Could be a fight. Here we go.
Go. All right. Okay. Yeah, loot is partially randomized, not the important items with more mundane stuff. Yep. There we go. We're doing good. We're doing good.
Of course.
Yes. They don't like aggressive. They don't like cruel. They like diplomatic and honest, and they're neutral with the rest. That's all I want. Thank you. Give me a second pistol.
I'm here. Yes? I'll have it. It's opening. It's done.
Pick the lock. We want the Valiant coat because that reduces our recovery time. And then we want... What does this one do? 30 health restored. Range 5. 2 times per rest. Yes, that. And we give the hat to Adir. And then we have the pig as our pet. There's something else I wanted to do. There was something I wanted to look at. Right, you said to look at the... Aha! Okay. Oh, they upgrade now. Unique weapons, armor, and shields can be enchanted to further increase their potency. Each enchanting recipe requires a specific number of ingredients. When you have the ingredients to perform an enchantment on an item, it will display a plus in the upper left corner of the item's icon. Oh, so he starts with second chance, which can also be gain rock solid, which reduces crush damage, or veteran scars for reducing slashing damage. But also have trees allowing you to customize items as you see fit. Okay. Like a steel trap gives resistance to perception afflictions, and veteran's maneuver. You any attacks target reflex until they are hit twice by another attack. Oh, okay, okay. Not enough money to add to it. Oh, good. And legendary items no longer require fucking dragon scales. That's nice.
Indeed.
And then we saw the note. Make sure that we right click so it knows that we did it.
Let's keep quiet.
Remember correctly, this leads over here. So we saw the... Oh, no. Those. Yep, yep, there's the construct.
Look.
Just that you get items that get a split, allowing you to use a dragon scale or whatever upgrade as well. Ah, okay.
Could be a
charge.
Okay, see, let me see what happens here. Fires a pistol, fires a pistol. There we go.
Of course.
That's what I wanted to see. That's what I wanted to see.
I
Yes.
shall. I'll handle
This. Nothing of any real value there.
damned
Yep,
Well,
seen that.
Trying to find a way past without losing a leg or... Well,
I can take care of the traps. Yep.
That looks like something.
Close those out. Go. God, I hope not, because I'm probably going to do that a lot.
Ah, it's just bats and stinking corpse.
We've got a campfire going by the beach. Thank you. All right, we are back to where we were. Okay. Destroy the barrel. Grab the supplies.
You see that?
Pull up. We're going to go with metaphysics, and we're going to go with mechanics. Then we're going to grab, where is it? The afflictions. Yep, we got the empower shit. Yep, nope, nope. Open that up. Breastplate. That actually better than his, right? Only against slash and shock. Because it is slightly... Or no, worse against slash and shock. Yeah, it's not going to be of any use. Okay, so now let's go clear out those bats, and then we'll figure out what we do from there. Okay.
Hey, watch out.
Attack.
Oh, switch. 1, 2. Oh, shit.
Indeed, certainly.
Oh, no, now it's off again. Oh, no. How do you stop it from doing that? Ah. Oh, well. It's still fairly fast. We're just going to have to get used to it. It's just weird that your character doesn't start with the weapons automatically loaded in between combat. Okay, let's keep moving. Oh. What is... Okay, we can get down there, apparently. Yeah, I know. It only took about 15 minutes. It's just the principle of the thing, Tenwin, that's all. It's just the principle of the thing. Oh, God. Why are you...
I'm here. I shall.
Okay. Revenant. Rusted copper construct. Oh, right. Level 8 here. Hey, dear. What do I want to give you? You have Streetwise as a skill. And you have Intimidate. Yeah, Intimidate does fit him. I think Intimidate and Streetwise will be his skills. And as for his active skill, Athletics. We have Fighter and Rogue. Does not need Escape. That's not actually... Dramatically increased damage done from Stealth. No. We're just going to focus on giving him flanking bonuses. He does not need an additional armor set, so we don't need that right now. Once per combat only costs 1 discipline. Fast runner. Arms. Okay, no. That knockdown. Oh, he already has knockdown. Doi. And 5 health per second. Rapid recovery gives him more health recovery. So I think, well, Shadow Step. Flurry of Blades might be good. We want to go down that route, but that means he has to get that first. Crippling Strike. Binding Strike. That seems like it would also be good. Right now, we'll go with Discipline Barrage, because that still does boost his, perception and converts grazes to hits, which is still good.
Yes?
See what we can do about this construct. Save.
With relish.
Switch.
Right on target.
There we go. Ooh, counters. Counters any ability or effect that removes or prevents another category effects when applied. There are 2 types of counters, inspiration and keywords. Inspiration is a group by attribute and automatically counter or remove or prevent the application of the corresponding group of afflictions. Afflictions may also be used in the same way to remove inspirations. Keywords are descriptors like fire, water, frost. The relationship between keywords is two-way, so fire counters water, water counters fire. Characters under the effect of a flame shield with the fire keyword, enemy hits them with an overwhelming wave that has the water keyword. The full effects of overwhelming wave are negated, but the flame shield is also removed. Ah, okay. Now, I don't think these... Wait, can that actually work on them now? It does! Oh, very nice. And then if I do this, we can start attacking him before he turns back. Yeah, there we go. Yep, it's a Revenant. He's not going to do much damage. We just need to break him down. There we go. Oh yeah, the combat OST is very nice.
What's a little killing machine doing out here by himself in a cave anyway? Collecting his thoughts?
Oh, probably left behind by some very less than meaningful pirates who wanted to make sure nobody got at their stuff. Dozen paintings, mildewed and worthless, line the wall amongst the broken bottles and rotting wood.
Well, that's gonna be hard to clean.
Yeah, it looks like they fucked up, whoever was here. Ring of Minor Protection, very nice. That's Adir. And a Scroll of Fan Flames. Okay, so all that's left now is what we saw over here where the bats were. So go ahead and throw that on him. Yes, a cape is now separate from the fucking other shit. Thank God. Thank God. What is this? The waters here glow an eerie blue, and the cave glistens with reflected light. You can just make out an opening in the cavern wall to the northwest where the water flows outward. The tunnel seems to extend a short distance, turning sharply. You cannot see where it leads. You can send Adir. Oh, there we go. Adir sets out at a good pace, cutting through the water with confident strokes. Nearly to the far side of the tunnel, Adir finds a space to come up for air. With a place to rest along the way, the swim should be more manageable. Through. Air pockets provide a much-needed reprieve as you make your way through the cramped waterway and make short work of the journey. You come up into what appears to be another small cavern where sunlight streams in from an opening in the stone. Oh. And that's it. Oh, this popped up behind. Oh, okay. I see. And this Hilario's Rest. What the hell? Oh, another soul.
Told him not to bring that thing in there. Didn't like the look of it one bit. But no one daren't speak poor of his precious animancy tech.
The ghostly figure paces the length of the small outcropping with quick, deliberate steps, muttering to herself all the while. Her long cape flaps with the wind that blows from the in-between.
Special gift from his contact, he says. Now it's acting all weird. Gives me the damn creeps. You feel it too, right? Like it's looking straight through you?
She turns piercing purple eyes upon you, shakes her head and resumes her pacing.
Came out here to get away. Couldn't stand it staring at me anymore. Then... Oh, my memory's fuzzy. Anyway, you want a Benwifts? Haven't seen you for, but he's been bringing all sort of new folks on lately. Can't hardly keep track.
Looks like the rocks here did a number on your boat.
I think I remember something about a boat. Yeah, and some screaming. Look, maybe we should stick together. Feels right, you know? What with you being the only other thing around and all. I can give you a hand with, spirity stuff.
Clever, stoic, rational. Stay with me. I'll find a way to return you to the wheel.
I tell you, mate, I'd take anything over this endless grey. Even Remagon's...
Yep, you've gained a reputation and disposition, represent how people perceive you. Yep. Because your watcher is a priest or paladin, you must be careful not to misalign their dispositions with what is favored by their deity or order, respectively. Dispositions will modify the effects of holy radiance for priests and faith and convicted paladins for the watcher only. The spirit tries to give you a friendly pat on the shoulder, but her hand passes right through you. Unperturbed, she grins and walks alongside you. Foul, briny stench rises from the sodden crates, their contents long rotten. Another pistol, some potions, a gold bauble. Well, since we have a bunch of them, why not? Hey, dear. There you go. Just in case we need to engage at range.
Yeah?
Nothing else? Yeah, nothing else up here. I'm guessing there's some benefits to finding all of these spirits. Though, what exactly, I do not know. Alright, we have to go back through here in order to swim through. Okay, good. Let's head back outside the cave. Oh, Valario's Rest is the name of the whole area. Okay. I mean, I know, but I'm not telling. I know. Something must be wrong with the wheel, though, because this is already a lot of spirits that we're running into, and that's not supposed to be the case in this universe. Oh, dear. Somebody else is dead up here.
There's nothing for miles. Isn't there supposed to be a light?
I'm surprised. Why is it that there's some spirits we can help with and others that we just straight up can't? That doesn't really make any sense.
How dreadful it is to see the Defiant brought so low.
At least my leg don't hurt anymore.
I'll boil up some water. We'll have a spy at that leg of yours.
Should have seen me with that barrel, Angrim. I showed it was boss.
This game.
Magran gives some of us simpler trials than others.
I'm just going to assume that the ones like this will just follow us eventually. Like, I'll just take that as a...
Good news, Captain. I found some even better.
Yes, we've seen this one.
I've not a one. We've come away from this one limping, Captain. But we live to see the next battle through. It's just the lot of us now, Captain. You'd best head into town, see about supplies and repairs. I'll keep an eye on the ship.
I'm sure you will.
Kethnev here, course.
Yep, we've seen this. Okay.
Theodul said you had to bail him out of trouble. Diverus? Was he crying? You can tell me.
Oh, quiet. You were under a damned barrel.
Is the boat going to be okay? We'll get the boat fixed up, sweetie. Don't you worry.
They warned me strange things would come of following you, Watcher.
Strange. Is that how they phrased it? Adir here can tell you all sorts of things that are strange. Trust me.
What a mess. We'll be needing help getting the Defiant off the ground.
You know anything about this?
We got turned around in that storm. Hard to be sure just where we are.
What do you think we should do now?
Not much chance of us moving the ship on our own, but we're in charted waters. There's bound to be a town nearby.
Check that out. Where the fuck do we go? Okay, so yes, we head to that bridge. And we head out that way. Hello, Mr. Bot. Thank you for giving us free views and shit. Nice of you to swing by. More of an Easter egg than a proper character should be later on in your boat and randomly talk to your companions beyond the there's much character. Oh, that's a shame. But I guess they didn't want, because I have to imagine so few people actually did that as part of the ending of their quest that they probably felt they couldn't do too much with it. That's kind of a shame. I was really hoping just the fact that she even showed up, that she would actually play a bit of a role. I mean, you basically have an adopted daughter on the damn game. You'd think that would be a big thing. Oh well. You'll automatically begin the first quest of the adventure when you receive a visitor upon the high seas after having progressed far enough in the storm. Okay. Seeker Slayer Survivor has been installed. Automatically begin the first quest. Yep. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, this is cool. Ooh. Ooh. It's big. Oh, it's big. Oh, it's fucking big. All right. Oh, okay. So do things show up on the map as we get closer? Assuming they do. Loot everything. In the distance, you see a simple wagon. The angle at which it rests on the road, one side jutting above the other, suggests that it's been damaged or disabled. Even from your vantage, you can make out Kith milling about it. Closer to observe. As you near the cart, you make out a group of Raidseran pilgrims in rough spun linens and cottons. A single draft horse stamps at the ground impatiently as two of the pilgrims argue over the front right wheel, which seems hopelessly stuck in the mud. Approach openly. One of the pilgrims notices you. Her step back draws the attention of the others, and a man in well-worn gambeson steps forward. The weight of deep concern hangs on his face. Did the dreams bring you here as well? The other pilgrims look at you with a mix of apprehension and hope. I mean, that's technically true, but we know about the Raidserans and their pretty fanatical beliefs in Eothas, so, not sure if we really want to do that. Dreams. We're farmers, come from Raidseras to work the colony fields. We're believers, all to the one in the light of Eothas. The other pilgrims nod fervently in agreement. A woman with a smiling baby lifts the infant's hand to wave. We've been having the dreams. 3 stars sailing through the sky, piercing the black of the storm cloud. Are more Southern American, but whatever. Figured it must be him, Eothas, calling to us, so we came here to the place we saw in our dreams. Pilgrims look around, matching their sleeping memories to the present. We saw the giant pass with 3 stars upon his brow, but he sighs and gestures to the wagon stuck in the mud. Sad to say, we could not follow him. We're stuck as stuck gets. None of us are strong enough to lift the corner up to get going under it. More than enough tries, and we just get in each other's way. The other pilgrims nod and stretch, suddenly remembering their aching bodies. Let me take a look. A brief inspection reveals that the wagon is undamaged. The wheel is stuck fast in the mud. We have some wood, the old man says as he gestures to the back of the wagon. We can get the wheel up, we can slide that underneath it. Inside the wagon, you see several planks of wood, as well as a small box of valuables. One of the younger Dawnstars looks at you eyes wide. You think you can lift it? Well, we can try. Adir's got the might for that. Adir squares themselves at the wagon's corner, squats deep, and rests the wheel up from the mud with a grunt. The young Dawnstar stands in shock for a moment, reacting just in time to thrust a thick board under the wheel. It takes the better part of an hour to lay down a safe path for the wagon to roll free of the mud. The laboring Dawnstars glisten with sweat, but laugh happily as they sing songs of praise for Eothas. Yay, we gained reputation with the Children of the Dawnstar. Not to be confused with supernatural manifestations of Eothas, the Children of Dawnstar are Raidseran followers of the god who have traveled to the Deadfire Archipelago as migrant workers in the decades following the Saints' War. Lacking colonies of their own, the Dawnstars can often be found in the employ of the Balian Trading Company or the Royal Deadfire Company. If you did what Galloway wanted, he would have buffed all the Deer Woodins, as he said they would, and Adir would have a minor buff. Really? Oh, that's kind of cool. Smiling, their leader presses a small pouch of coins into your hand. We appreciate the help. Without you, who knows how long we would have been stranded out here. They began to prepare their wagons as they make leave. You've gained 15 silver fennec. Nice. The old man calls out as you go. Take care of yourself and your soul, traveler. Whether you came for Eothas or not, we know in our hearts that he has come for us. Oh god, am I really gonna have to rain all over the Raidserans parade again? Oh. It's a Port Mage. As usual, all coins have lore, which are quite fun. Yes. Most of the coins we've already seen so far have been stuff that we saw in the previous games, so. Ooh, Port Mage Harbor, mid-spring, Mage Prima, 2828.
Better see what that crowd's about.
Crowd? Uh-oh.
What if the giant comes this way?
Please, everyone stay calm.
The man at the center of attention appears to be fielding inquiries from both the gaggle of townsfolk gathered around the platform and a rather severe-looking Amawa woman standing just beside him.
Please, everyone remain calm. I assure you I will do everything in my power to get you the answers you need. Our friends among the Huana
have offered you hospitality and safety from the storms.
That is a very intimidating-looking woman. Jesus Christ, the scars.
Yes. I think we are all keenly aware of the debt of gratitude we owe to the...
I have personally seen to the safety of your homes. Now you will do the same for our families.
What about our families?
What about the ships? How are we supposed to feed ourselves? If everyone would...
As the governor's gaze sweeps across the crowd, it falls upon you where it remains. A few more heads turn to see what has caught the governor's attention. At this, oh, for the love of God! The whole of the crowd turns to regard you. A startled, expectant hush falls upon the gathered throng. Jesus Christ! And if I am no, my ship ran aground just south of here. I came seeking help.
2 of my guards reported a ship flying deer wooden colors, fallen prey to a private vessel. That would be your ship, I assume.
The crowd quiets somewhat, though you still find yourself the target of a few glares.
That would make him lucky. Your own vessels do not usually fare so well.
The woman regards you with bland curiosity.
Quite.
I just need some repairs and I'll be out of your hair, Governor.
Per complanca, everyone, forgive me. I believe this matter requires my attention. You have my word that I will keep you apprised of any changes.
I think the governor just used this as an excuse to get out from under the attention of everybody else.
Especially you, Mestre Ikawa.
Do not flatter me with Valian titles. You are distracted with your newcomer and wish me gone. But I will not go far, Governor Clario.
Giralde, as for you, stranger, let us speak at my estate. We'll discuss your predicament.
They just brave it. Oh. Juana can be very intense, but they overall are agreeable. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. What did that person say? Dear Wooden Captain, are you here to stay? God, I hope not. Commoners, okay, so I'm assuming blue under them means they don't really have anything to say. Yeah, that would be my guess. Well, at least the rain is gone. Or maybe not.
Accept the light, and you shall be redeemed.
Oh boy. God botherers. A woman shouts, arm raised high and wide. In each hand she grips a golden candle. The flames gutter wildly as she gestures to the crowd before her. The missionary holds a candle to drip wax in the shape of 3 stars on the forehead of each kneeling worshipper. One of them stumbles back, wiping the hot wax from his skin.
Madicchio, I did not sign up to be burned.
You're intentionally kneeling before a priestess. She has a candle that's burning, and she's dripping wax. How did you... What, did you just think it wasn't gonna hurt? What are you doing?
That's what. Making ourselves feel all requited.
Arms crossed over her chest, a shorter, darker-skinned woman watches the ritual with an ornery sort of expression, her delicate chin jutted up.
We just missed one of the biggest reapings of all time. What about the souls that need us?
As she steps forward, she reaches for a peculiar-looking lantern strapped to her hip.
Do not push me on this, you wayward child. You'd leave the living forlorn to service the dead?
Rather than discouraging the other Dawnstar, the accusation seemed to kindle a stubbornness inside her. Shoulders set, she
Here,
grins.
I'll light them all at once.
Metal clanking, she swears an eerily lit lantern in an intricate pattern before her. The priestess bites her lips, swinging harder and faster, lithe arms hurtling the weapon with a deceptively hidden strength, until she thrusts it hard towards the crowd, splattering the entire group with wax. What souls are you talking about?
The ones I dreamed died.
Her words falter as she gets a good look at you for the
I'm
first
guessing
time.
you're not here for the baptism.
You dreamed that people died.
Sure did.
Yeah, they have a southern
Get
drawl.
those kind of dreams sometimes. The ones that turn out true. Nightmares, more like. Terrors that come true.
Are you fine with me pointing out who you can romance? When we get to them. And only if they're actual companions. I'm not... Usually NPC romances, if they're not a companion, are not written very well to begin with. NPC romances sometimes aren't written very well either, but if it's a non-companion, then it's usually exceptionally bad.
Had him since I was a little girl on the farm.
Only companion romances?
Guess Gone was speaking to me even then.
Some of our brethren suffer from these visions more than others, while some of us, favorably, have none at all.
It ain't a curse. It's a blessing. A mark of the divine.
So what exactly happened
It's
here?
madness, right? Who'd have thought a giant green statue might storm through the port?
At the memory, her pupils gobble up the warm brown of her eyes, and the remaining darkness gleams wickedly.
I did. I dreamed it for months, again and again, and night and day, until I pushed the others to come here. We told the governor, but he wouldn't evacuate on account of me, not knowing exactly when our god might arrive.
No one believed it. But how could we know?
The woman wrings her hand before wiping trembling, wax-smeared fingers down the sides of her robe. Well, I suppose I was looking for an Audru statue, yay high, supposedly inhabited by the spirit of
I knew
Aothas.
it.
She clenches her grip on the sickle in her right
God's been
hand.
calling me here. Left the breadcrumbs in my dreams. I need to get inland. If you're going, I could help you. Swear on my soul.
Gown. That's one of Aothas's alternate personalities, isn't it?
Gone's a smidge of darkness in the light. He was the part of Aothas who divined the dignity of dying and the return journey to life.
Ah, so the part of him that hasn't been a giant asshole to me yet. Well, I suppose I'll give him a shot, but let's just put it this way. The gods and I are not on very good terms. Why do you want to go
There are
inland?
souls needing their last rites. I ought to shine them the light, else they might get lost.
I love how this is a total 180 from our last priest companion. Durance would be fucking frothing at the mouth trying to talk to this woman.
Enough nonsense, Jyoti. No one knows if anyone's even died. You've no business going in there, risking your own safety, risking our mission.
Wingleth, you guide the living and I guide the dead. Gone bids it and I dreamed it. Leave it be. We all serve our purposes. So what's yours?
I am one of the Watchers.
So you can see souls? That's a handy talent to have. I know my harvesting would benefit from it. And here you are, following my god. Watcher, will you take me with you?
Why not? Perhaps you'll prove useful in dealing with Aothas.
I know an offer rare as hen's teeth when I hear it. Yeah, I'm taking it.
She beams
You
brightly.
won't regret this.
She steals a shy glance at Adir.
Hey.
Adir's half nod without looking in Jyoti's direction. He seems suddenly focused on something in the distance. A tad too eagerly, she saunters close
At
beside
least
you.
take care, child. Come back to us in one piece. If not for my sake, then Samhain's.
The older priestess sighs, shaking her head. There, you whore, stop following the bed. No, he wouldn't tell her to stop following. It'd be more like, if you're going to if you're going to be a whore for a god, then get over here and actually do something that a whore should do. Yeah, that would probably be something more that Durance would fucking say. Oh, I'm gonna miss that old bastard.
So don't tell her.
Not gonna miss
What
his
the high
lectures.
priestess doesn't know won't hurt her.
I figured. Grinning, Jyoti waves her brethren a parting. Oh, okay. Ooh, subclass Harvester of Gaun. Okay. Companion conversations. To initiate conversation with a companion. Yep. Reputation. Yep, that's also the reputation related to the characters and world map. Okay. Ah, the Blessed Harvest. Condemnation. Interrupt. 120 slash damage. Reap an enemy in the name of Gaun. The enemy is bloodied or near death. They will receive significantly more damage. Brown Bear, welcome, welcome. Good to see you, buddy. Also means she will get unique spells on the far left. Ah, so that's what those are. Yeah, I was thinking of doing Endless Space, but after we got done with yesterday's thing and starting up Pillars, I really wanted to dive into this Brown Bear, so I ended up doing this. No. As I said, I ended up really wanting to do this. It's a good thing I did because we ended up having to restart because I made a blunder on our character creation last time. I had to really quickly fix that. You missed most of the salt, and it was particularly salty. Interdiction, restore. Oh, okay, so the spell list is all right here in the middle. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so spellcasters have much lower numbers of passive abilities because their whole thing is getting their spells. Okay. We don't want her as a monk. We definitely need a priest. If we take her as a contemplative, she does get the unarmed bonus from that. What exactly would that help her with? Lowers the monk's wound threshold, allowing him to gain wounds at a faster rate. The thing is, though, that combination does not seem particularly good. She gets a bit more melee viability, except that doesn't seem like a good idea. Like, I'ma just say it. That doesn't seem like a good idea. That combo does not, to me, seem very smart. So I think in this case, we're going to keep her as a priest. Her monk archetype prefers buckler and hatchet. She has 2 unique melee weapons, to be clear. Oh. Subclass Sister of the Reaping Monk. Interesting. I don't know. She has 2 unique melee weapons. I don't know. That still doesn't seem like it's worth it. I don't like this combination. Like, just looking at it, I don't like it necessarily. Powerful attack that knocks them back. Swift strikes. The monk's hands become a flurry, increasing their active speed and granting them the quick inspiration, which gives +5 dexterity. 1 mortifaction. Also misses out on some of the really good pre-spell. Yeah, that's my main worry. Because she loses out on, some damage spells. Oh, Rimmergand. Like, what would she lose as well in here? Symbol of Aothis, which gives +15 to all defenses for 10 seconds per 3 seconds. And deals burn. Flashing Vine. Attacks and pulls enemies. Antibarus, Blessing of Whale, Revenge of Skane, blinded 6 seconds? Oh, AoE duration. Oh, okay. I see. +5 perception, +5 resolve, +5 intellect. Second to last tier also has an AoE that vaporizes spirits and vessels. Yeah, dismissal. Spirits and vessel creatures equal to or greater than the priest level take raw damage. Anything below gets destroyed. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's also the case where priest is still very similar to D&D's cleric. As long as I put her in gear that helps keep her safe, she doesn't need damage on the front line. She just needs to be near the front line to help us. So monk really doesn't, in my opinion, help. I'm just going to go with raw priest. Yeah, cleric is priest plus fighter. I know, I'm just using baseline D&D comparisons. Kenwin, I'm just using baseline D&D comparisons. What I'm saying is that because there's no restriction on what people wear, there's nothing stopping me putting her in heavier equipment just to keep her safe and just letting her focus on defending herself in melee while casting spells to help everybody. So yes, we're going to do that. We're going to go ahead and put me there, put her in the back. Hey there, what's up, my buddy?
Children of the Dawn Stars. I wondered if we'd run into them down here.
I mean, we knew people from Ridceris were leaving their home country to come here, and, well, Ridceris is pretty much the center of Aothasian worship right now.
There's someone I used to know. Just an old friend. Came out here to settle with them last I heard. Maybe we should ask around, see if she's still out here. Might be she can help us.
Just a friend, huh?
Jody rubs the back of her neck, clearly uncomfortable. How did you know her, Adair?
Oh, well, both grew up in Gilded Vale, same temple.
Adair looks askance at you. Adair, my friend, we have been traveling together for how long? You can trust me.
All right. We used to, you know.
For God's sakes, Adair, we're both adults.
She was real loud, too. Used to have to cover her mouth or she'd get the dog howling in the next room.
Jyoti's face mottles bright red and she turns away, hands covering her eyes. Well, No. We're honest, but we're not that honest. It's Adair. We've known Adair for 5 years. He's the only one who stuck around. Come on. We're not going to be rude like that. We've delved in the weirdest places. You're really that reserved about talking about an old flame? Sounds like a very special woman.
I knew you'd understand. You're gonna like her. I got a good feeling.
See, you had me up until you said that, Adair, because quite frankly, our reputation, not just with you, but with everybody else in our party from the previous game, is when you guys talk about me running into somebody who you guys used to know, it inevitably ends badly. So maybe you shouldn't have said that, because I feel like you just jinxed us.
You watch over her, you hear? That's one of ours whose fate you've taken into your hands.
I will. You can be assured of that.
For God's sake, I don't need nanny in Wanglith. I've reaped more with my 2 hands than you'll dream in a lifetime.
And you've pride in that?
I to say that is, yeah, I guess I shouldn't question, given the fact she's got a giant fucking sickle on her thigh. This one is a red Saren. Yeah. Head shaking, she turns to you.
Why she needs guarding? You must shield her light. Do not let her lose it or her life.
Moderate positive reputation gave with the children of the Dawnstar.
Do you seek a blessing from the light?
We were actually looking for someone who came out this way a few years back.
If it's a fellow missionary you seek, then you might talk with Nordegand at the temple in Neketaka. She's been around a while. Knows more of us than most anyone else.
A great and ancient city of Neketaka, so old that its foundation is said to predate the great Hawana cataclysm of legend, which we know what that is. Andhra! In recent years, the native Hawana population had been crowded by the arrival of the Valiant and Rauatayan colonists, traders, and soldiers. Okay. Those guys don't have any names, so I'm assuming they don't have any dialogue. Wagon holds a few boxes and scattered garments. Okay, we've got a house, a market, Kraken's Eye, Port Mage trading post, the governor's estate, and the Port Mage jail. Okay.
You have to do something. Any of us could be next.
Oh? I cannot imagine who might wish to harm you, Mestre.
Yeah.
Let me take a look at your equipment. Ooh. I do like the character models. They're really well done now. Vestments of Gaum, medium armor. Yeah, so they're meant to look like priest robes, but they're actually... Yeah. Her gambeson conceals a layer of mail beneath its modest exterior. The humble vestments mark the wearer as a follower of Gaun, the aspect of Aothis. Such protection is often necessary for any Aothasian who finds themselves in parts of Aora where the wounds of the Saints' War are still fresh. Yeah, I can imagine. She comes with... Oh. So that counts as a shield. Allows her to engage additional enemies. Gives +2 to all restoration power levels. +2 to all inspiration power levels. And if she was a dual class, it would give +1 for each monk resource per kill. Aothasian priests being a bit more militarized for obvious reasons. It's also the Red Sarens, and given the way they were described in the previous game, they and the Dirwoodens both have a history of militias and, like, the common folk being well-armed. So it doesn't surprise me that their missionaries are also armed and wearing armor on top of everything that happened with the Saints' War. This lantern contains a mantle of Adra at its core. In her service to Gaun, Jyoti has worked tirelessly to collect souls within the mantle to be safeguarded until Aothis returns to Hell once more to oversee the process of death and rebirth. The lantern is well constructed and durable. Jyoti wields it in the manner of a shield, and it bears reasonable protection. Alright, fair enough. And then she also has Jyoti's sickle. +3 deflection against melee weapons. Nice. +5 sickle damage until combat ends on scoring a kill. Stacks up to 4 times. Increases with religion skill. Nice. The sickle was originally forged as a cheap farming implement, but in Jyoti's hands, it is actually a potent weapon. This aspect of Aothis, known as Gaun, is often depicted carrying a sickle with which he reaps what is sown in life, carrying out the cycle of death and rebirth. In the service of Gaun, Jyoti carries a similar tool, emulating the holy act of reaping. The sickle, while outwardly ordinary, has inherited power from Jyoti's strong faith. So she starts with Soul Reaper, which gives her the +5% damage. She can then get it to +3 raw damage per 3 seconds for 18 seconds upon scoring any hit against above a 25% health target, or Urgent Harvest. Being near a killed enemy grants the wielder additional attack speed. 15% action speed for 10 seconds when near a slain enemy. when near a slain enemy, not after slaying an enemy. So she benefits from this even if somebody else kills an enemy. That's always nice. You can see how as a monk she could be potent. I could see that. But I still think she'll work out as a priest. It's nice that she's a frontline priest. Like, she doesn't feel as squishy as Durance was. Hood and vestments of gown, which are not legendary, so it's just her items up here that are legendary. You don't need a crossbow. Well, actually, we don't have any more guns to give you, so okay, you can use a crossbow until we find more guns. We're gonna be at a setting with fucking pirates and cannons. We're using guns, goddamn.
Yeah.
Oh, and you said something about a blessing that we can get from... Yeah, we're trying to be friendly with everybody. We may as well. Oh, right. Takes a dim view of people who employ underhanded or deceptive tactics. Does not like irresponsibility. Oh, well, this is one particular area where we're going to have a massive disagreement. I'm sorry, Jody, but I've actually had a conversation with most of the gods in the Pantheon. I'm not exactly impressed. I'm really not exactly impressed. Lighthearted, pro-Eothasian, impassioned, and worldly. Interesting. Oh, there we go. Children of the Dawn Stars. Yep. Okay.
Shouty, blessed child, you return to the...
Don't get comfy, because I ain't here to stay. I'm finally doing God's will, thanks to the Watcher.
We have literally been gone for all of 2 minutes.
So I now see.
Frowning, the priestess takes her time, lighting one golden candle
Do
then
you
another.
seek a blessing from the light?
Actually, I know you mentioned it, Tenwin, but no, my character does not seek a blessing from the light. In fact, we really are kind of doing everything we can to not get involved in the god shit. It's just that we don't have much of a choice right now. I know you're saying it helps with the reputation, but honestly, no. After everything that happened in the first game, my character does not want a blessing from the gods. He's already figured out that that's a double-edged sword even at the best of times.
Per complanca. Don't tell me you're here to complain too.
The guardsman covers his face with his hands, groaning.
Tivirus. Are they recruiting right off of the docks? You would think the Juana were storming the Kraken's Eye as we speak.
What is going on?
A fight, Mestra. One of the Juana women attacked a merchant. He has come out the worse for it. Now every nationale in town wets himself in terror of losing his coin to the Aumaua. We would bring in the thief, but Clario would not have us march into the village and defend Ikawa.
Obviously, voices are reused through the game. The voices do add so much personality. No, all the voice acting so far has been good. Again, I really love the hand-drawn portrait style that they went with for this. It also helps obfuscate who is obviously a companion and who isn't. Because, like, at first I didn't think Jyoti was a companion just because her artwork just kind of went along with everybody else's style.
Much longer, and I do not think any of us will have a choice in the matter. If you wanted the details of it, speak to Rinko himself. He will delight in telling you the tale.
Darmo makes a sharp, frustrated hand gesture, then turns away. Okay. Yeah, we'll go talk to Rinko. That sounds like a good idea. Does this count as stealing? Doesn't look like it. Nope, nobody cared. All right. Everything that isn't nailed down. Yeah, nice little cozy home. The chart appears to outline some kind of mining operation. Numbers in the nearby ledger seem to allude to volume, though precisely what is not clear. That is White Yennefer. Books. Animancy in the Modern Age. We've read this. Yep, we've read this. I remember that from the first game. Poems from Erglonfa. I don't read poetry. Also, it's poetry. It's probably not going to add very much to anything. Excerpts from the Sermon of Struggle. That is Magrin's holy text. Yep. Ooh, the copper pyre. Pear is the base currency of the Valian republics and has high circulation both in the city-states and their extended empire.
Mama brings me stuff from her work sometimes. Real old stuff.
The better part of valor.
So that would be stealing, which we're not going to do.
Who's there?
That counts as stealing, that counts as stealing, and that counts as stealing. nothing stops me from taking a look. Gunpowder. Ooh. Am I right? You can just briefly read the info lines you get in the chat in the bottom right, so you don't need to repeatedly click on the item. There's nothing I can click on down here. I don't know what you're talking about, Finland. White Yennefer, Rod. Okay.
Tori, is that you? Wait, who are you?
The figure in the bed is a young Valian man. The first thing you notice is that he seems to have been severely beaten. One eye is nearly swollen shut, and where his skin is revealed, it is a patchwork of livid bruises. He groans and winces as he props himself up, glaring at you with one
you
good
look
eye.
like you already got a foot in the grave.
Jyoti thumbs the cage of her lantern thoughtfully. Jesus Christ, Jyoti. He's not dead. We would know if he was dead. Slow down. You don't need to go looking for souls to carry to the next life when they're still fucking alive. You can see the mention of the chart you found on the desk rather than... Oh, okay, I see. Well, to be fair, Pillars of Eternity, I don't usually have to click on it again because when you pause the game while those are up, it doesn't go away. But in Tyranny, even when you pause, they went away. But in both Pillars 1 and from the looks of it, Pillars 2 here, they don't go away when you're paused. So I didn't have to do that in this game or in Pillars 1. We only had to do that in Tyranny because for some reason they made it so that it disappeared even when you were paused.
What is this? Why is one of the godlike in my house?
I wanted to know what happened to you.
These Juana. They are an unreasonable people. I was enjoying a night of cards when one of them attacked me, out of nowhere.
A night of cards, huh? Instant suspicion that this is all about someone, shall we say, cheating at cards.
I had not spoken a word to her, the mad devil. Look what she did to me. My ear.
He turns his head, and you see that there is a scabbed over notch where a chunk of flesh has been torn away from his left ear. Ah, so we're dealing with the Amauan equivalent of Mike Tyson.
When the fighting is over, she takes my coin purse and strides away, bold as anything.
Okay, yeah, no, we're not trying to be. That's awful. He's bruised up, clearly you never speak to him in any other context. Yeah.
Well, clearly you have more compassion than the host of cackling fools that watched the whole thing. The governor lets the Juana do as they please, and this is the result. I should be out there, helping to find our people. My wife, Zenetta, she is out there, and I...
He gestures feebly with an arm, grimacing.
Listen, I am without other means. She took my coin purse, my wages. How am I to pay the governor? How am I to feed my son?
Why were you gambling if that was all the money that you had? Yeah, I can already see that this is going to go pretty badly. His already bruised, purpled face reddens further.
That woman should be in the stocks. The guards do nothing. But you've heard me out at least. Do me the kindness of retrieving that coin purse, and I will give you what I can spare.
Perhaps I can reason with the woman. Where should I
They
start?
call her Mokeha. I imagine she is back in her village, feeling proud of herself, no doubt. Follow the road as it bends north. Then west. You can't miss it. A pile of sticks and straw.
With that, he sags back against the mattress, clearly exhausted. Alright.
Not sure I can.
Our first side quest. We talked to the captain. There is literally a pile of bones in that damn thing.
Marvelous carvings.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. That's stealing. What have we got in here? Oh, swordsman bracers. 10% of incoming hits converted to grazes from melee weapons. Oh. Fun.
I shall. Yes. Yes? Easy now.
Don't know what talking about. No idea. Where's the... No. I want you to... There we go. Probably best to put that on Adir right now. Hey, I learned my mistake from the beginning of the first game, which is that if you can find magical equipment in the early game, you fucking take that magical equipment in the early game. Because you don't know if the game's gonna bother giving you anything for another slot for God knows how long.
Here you find civilization, amigo. But outside these walls, the jungle will eat you alive.
What the hell is wrong with your face, man?
That is, unless you prepare yourself, ne?
Show me what you have.
Wise and prudent decision.
Okay, robe, leather armor, scale armor, brigandine, some usual shit, medium shields, large shields, basic weapons, an arquebus for 1,000. Holy shit! So yeah, guns are still. Ooh, pardon me. Guns are still a little bit out of the reach of the common person in this universe. Although pistols are far cheaper. Blunderbuss, there we go. And it is one-handed. It is one-handed, but it is inaccurate. So that is the main thing. Multi-shot and veil piercing. Yep. He has Essence Interrupter, which is a hunting bow. Shattered Vengeance. Physicker's Belt. Plus 10% healing done. Plus 1 alchemy. That would be good on a priest. Not going to lie. Might want to pick that up. A bow is insanely fun. Plus 5 accuracy, minus 10 deflection against melee. Exceptional. Wow, it's an exceptional weapon this early in the game. I mean, it is 12,000, so. Critical hits with this weapon transfer experimental soul energy into the target, morphing them into a sentient creature when the target dies. What? Critics of soul manipulation disparage animancy as a reckless perversion of the natural order. While these arguments are often steeped in political animus, no, it is steeped in political animus, but we have seen that they've done really stupid shit in the past. The animancers are at least 50% to blame for what goes on there. Let's not pull any punches. Both sides suck. Every once in a while, they hit the mark. Such is the case with the Essence Interrupter, the product of an ambitious but unorthodox outcast of the Brackenbury... Why the fuck is it the Brackenbury Sanitarium again? The inventor hypothesized a surefire method to awaken Kith's souls by applying an instant jolt of spiritual stimulus to the cranium. Once he modified a hunting bow to unleash projectiles of charged Adra and copper, he set up a market stall in Spirento where he promised compensation to anyone who participated in his study. After calmly shooting arrows between the eyes of 2 test subjects, the Animancer was taken into custody. Authorities never recovered his bow, which to this day reflects something of its inventor's unethical eccentricity. Why a hunting bow? Yeah, charged copper deals best of pierce and shock. And then you can increase its shock damage, increases with the metaphysics skill, or increase burn damage metaphysics. You can also soul diplomacy. Transfer experimental soul energy into the target, morphing the eccentric creature. Target creature are now always allies. Or tethered souls. Creatures now live twice as long. So killing an enemy with it basically forms a minion that fights for you for the rest of the fight. You see why I think that's fun? Yeah, I can see why. But let's go ahead and sell off. Do we need any of this? We always keep a torch on hand just in case. We'll keep the crossbow and the bow because you never... No. You never know if we have somebody else who will need a backup weapon. We don't need the shields. We don't need the armor just yet. We do not need the hats. We don't need the traps. We keep all the foodstuffs just in case. Don't need the books. Keep all those. And that nets us a nice 893. Very nice. I don't suppose you have any... Nope. Check Shattered Vengeance, too. Shards of Woedica. 33% chance to apply a stacking curse on the target, increasing their damage received. Nice. This club originates from the little-known sacking of Munga Waikinga, an obscure Rautaian village. The villagers were taken by complete surprise when a band of slavers descended upon them. Why are... I was going to say, why do slavers always seem to worship Woedica? And then I realized it's because Woedica's a total bitch. The slavers quickly overwhelmed the few guards and set to work rounding up the terrified people and killing those too old, too young, or too weak to fetch a good price. One teenage girl, Lula Ko, was not about to allow the villains to harm her infant brother or her enfeebled grandmother. Resolved not to surrender without a fight, she broke into the chapel of Wodoka in the village common and plucked a torch from above the altar. She dipped it in pitch and smashed the priest's reflecting mirror, creating a club crowned in jagged glass. She prayed forgiveness from Wodoka for her sacrilege and went out to confront the slavers. The girl's boldness surprised the slaver captain. He was only able to laugh before Lulakoa killed him with a single blow to the head. The villagers, inspired by Lulakoa's bravery, revolted against their captors, winning the day. The people of Munga Wakinga forever honored the warrior child, as she and her sacred weapon were surely blessed by Wodoka. I mean, the only reason that's probably the case is because Wodoka didn't immediately strike her down for defiling her temple, which is honestly showing a great deal of restraint for Wodoka. Never know when you might want something or something to buy later. Yeah. So yeah, it goes from Shards of Wodoka, which is 33% chance to get that, to Blessed Defiance, which grants additional engagement with multiple enemies nearby, or Coordinated Escape, which gives immunity to engagement with 2 or more allies nearby. Okay. That's all we needed from that. Check out the bar. Ooh.
Fresh fish! I
Race
have
you to the
many
coral.
fish here to trade. I caught them myself.
Yep, nothing that I need, though. Sorry.
No contest. What? Just because you have webbed fingers and I can't swim? You are a strange man.
Why would you want to get into a swimming competition if you can't swim, my dude? Ooh, salt. Also, well, I was going to say you're a sailor. Why can you not swim? But then I remember that most people of this time period in our world couldn't swim, even if they were in the water industry. Hardtack. Beesh. Some more repair supplies. Most of the postings offer various goods for trade, though you spy at least one crude drawing of what probably is the governor. Oh, you have a name.
Although, begging your pardon for the mess, sir. We are still recovering from the storm. We have supplies here for the paying customer. Provisions for the road, perhaps?
I can at least take a look at what you have. Ooh. Death's Maw grants death runes. Being near a killed enemy grants temporary damage reduction. Ooh. That actually sounds like it'd be pretty good. Ring of Minor Deflection. Pretty standard. A battle-worn grimoire. Well, we don't have anybody who can cast anything yet, so... Strange tablet. This tone tablet is wrapped in rich leather and engraved with a flowing vertical script in a language you've never seen before. Kalikiba esiwa, siku yigsegu nimin su kalakai ba sakuki, suku yisegu salesu. Miyakai mapan da 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 da. I have no idea what any of this says. Remember, you can't learn spells from grimoires anymore. aka to use spells in a grimoire, you need to switch said grimoire. Oh. Each grimoire is a set or build for a wizard. Ah. Medical supplies. Cannon, shot, repair supplies, ale, rice, water, hardtack. I love how ale is just the default. It doesn't actually improve your morale, it's just expected. Beer is not native to the Deadfire. It became a valued trade item, favored over foreign currency as a medium of exchange, especially ship-to-ship transactions. Oh, great. We're getting the locals addicted to alcohol. Oh, God, this is the Americas. That's the governor's estate. We'll hold off on that, because I know that's going to be progression.
How are we supposed to fight a giant?
We don't. We run.
Where? There is water on all sides.
And then run in circles. Merla, leave me in peace.
Good guard. More lockpicks, always good to have. That leads out of town, so we'll check the jail. They do farm rice here in the archipelago. Makes sense. They grow rice in the Caribbean in our world as well, and that does seem to be what the Deadfire is kind of based off of. You need help?
Yes. What is it I can do for you?
The watch commander looks up at you from her listless greeting, and you notice that she has a dark bruise around one eye. She grimaces, but does not turn away. I don't see many guards around your port.
We are stretched thin. The storm speaker did much to help, but much of the town has flooded. Now we are awash in homeless citizens and stranded merchants, to say nothing of the cultists out there.
And Eothas hijacked a giant statue. He has a monopoly on the top ropes. He does for now. We'll find a way to top rope him somehow. special type of chanter found among the Hawana. Storm speakers are especially attuned to the forces of weather. They traditionally serve tribes settling on unexplored or remote islands, offering protection during periods of transition. Difference is when he does the top rope, he does a crater. Yeah, we already ended up in one of those. Thanks for that. Thanks for that, Aothis, you dick. Savi glances up at Jyoti, expression flat, but keeps
Now
silent.
I have Ilari's people making trouble up on Gorechi Street. His little gang is looting everything they can get their hands on, and the Botso kicks up his heels like a prince.
Alien term for the penis in a pejorative sense.
Lucky for you that I'm around. I humbly offer my services. Let me out and I will bring you this Ilari's teeth.
Dum rigere. I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble saying that name. I'm just gonna call you Rum.
Shut it, Rigere.
Oh, Rigere. Okay, we can pronounce it with an Italian accent. It works better.
Something you wanted?
Do you wish for me to go speak to this Ilari?
Hue, I cannot say it would not be welcome, but you are only recently arrived, and not I here by choice. Why do this?
Rational, diplomatic, passionate. Ugh. For once, we've already got some benevolency and diplomatic reputation, but I'm actually all in on this. I'm all in on this because of what it was. Aothis is responsible for this, and I've had enough of the gods upending people's lives whenever they feel like it.
We have suffered misfortune, it is true. But I do not think we have given the gods cause to involve themselves. It was only a storm. The rest, greed and opportunity.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, but I'm still not. Yeah, I know you don't like that, Jyoti. You didn't see what I saw last time. Don't even get me started. If you want, we can have a sit down and I can explain to you why Andra is a cunt, Skane is an asshole, Skane and Wotica combined are even worse, Whale is a crazy dipshit, Magrin and Gallowayne can't get over their fucking survival of the fittest bullshit, and while Hylea and Berith are somewhat decent, they don't do enough to actually counteract all the dickishness from everybody else. And Abaddon and Hylea is getting a bad name. For the most part, yes. Abaddon also got hit by a fucking moon. The gods BS changed it. In this particular regard, Brown Bear, in this particular regard, in other issues, I'm being far more rational, but when it comes to the pantheon of this planet, they can all spin. Except for Abaddon and Hylea. They're cool. Everybody else, fuck off. Berith is kind of in the wiffle waffle zone, but that's only because he brought me back from the dead.
Gorechi Street is in the western part of town. Just walk until you hit water. We don't need a bloodbath. I'm sure there's a peaceful solution to resolve this. I'd appreciate your looking for it.
And how are things looking here in Port Mage? Mage, one of the Vailian trading company's oldest colonies in the archipelago. Though it is not great in stature, it sits on a well-established trade route from the Eastern Reach, common stopping point for ships in the region. It has a close, if often fraught, relationship with the nearby Hauna village of Satahuzi.
We lost no one to the storm, but many homes have been damaged, and the people are terrified of this giant the scouts reported. It is chaos, pure and simple, but things might have been far worse.
What happened to you?
What happened? I showed the drunken fool more patience and respect than he deserved, and he struck me without warning.
You should wear a helmet then.
Sientere, Savia. You know that I was aiming for Darmo's pretty face. Ado, stranger. Or is it captain? You have the carriage of a captain. A noble bearing all around.
I mean, technically I am a noble, even if my castle got turned into fucking paste. The man in the cell wobbles slightly as he steps forward, fixing an eager smile and glassy gaze upon you. Oh, I'm already getting Captain Jack Sparrow vibes from this.
Apretta, you must free me. I am a creature of the sea. I am not meant for this dark place. I will dry and wither like a landed fish.
Do you know your way around a ship?
Do I know ships? He asks. I know every vessel on these waters, every one. From the galleon to the... every one of them, sir. You have enemies? These fists will drive them into the waiting arms of the sea goddess.
Clenches his fist, raising him above his head for emphasis. What did you do to end up in there?
I did no one any harm. I am at the Kraken's Eye so often Thorol should pay me. I sample every bottle for quality. My loyalty has given him heirs. I would have paid what I owed in time, had I the coin.
You walked out on a tab, Ruggiere. Nothing to boast of. And then you crawled up to the governor's estate, pissed on the steps, and resisted arrest.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. I'm honestly surprised he managed to make it all the way across town in that state.
Merla, I do not remember that at all. Right on the steps? I am sorry for the last. I tell you, Savia, I cannot help my magnificent reflexes. You were being very grabby.
Suppose I could use you on my crew. What would you need me to do?
How fate has brought us together? The ice-hearted guard. She has set my fine at 400 pyres. I have none. I flounder here until the debt is paid.
I am once again reminded that I once had well over 200,000 copper pans, and we had to sell it all for a fucking ship. Aothus owes me a lot of fucking money.
A matter of coin. 400 beautiful coins. That or the key, yes? The door is the thing.
Use, pan, sell it, whatever. We lost our entire fortune and probably most of our armory as well. All of those relics and ancient weapons. My fucking S-stock from fucking the White Forge that was specifically soulbound to me. Oh, all of my gear. Shit.
The commander, she guards the keys like a jealous wife. It would take steady hands to slip it from her pocket. That is, if you have need of keys at all.
He turns a finger in small circles by the lock and winks clumsily at you.
You think me idle to ask this of you and do nothing? I have scratched, sir, a little mortar from beneath the bars at the window at every chance. The stonework, it is very strong. I can do nothing by hand. With tools, perhaps. With explosives, for certain. Norgund, in the Kraken's Eye, he carries many such useful items. All for legitimate use, of course. Animancers, they love explosives.
Somehow I doubt that. He raises his brows and grins toothfully. What do you think of you mean, Bareth? Or Bereth? The fucking death god? He's lower than Hyleia and Abaddon, higher than everybody else. He's kind of in the neutral position, and only part of that is only because he actually brought me back from the dead this time around. Though being conscripted into doing this doesn't make me feel much better, though I suppose I don't have much of an option.
Keeping out of trouble?
Is there any...
jest. What is it?
Oh, the pirate who attacked us, Benwith. I didn't even remember his name. We're probably gonna skin him alive. I mean, he fucking killed my crew. He blew up my ship, which was the entire reason we lost our entire fortune, and he stopped us from going after Aothus. I don't know. I'll probably chuck him into the ocean, see how he can swim, and if he even manages that, we can shoot him from there. Is there any chance that you'll lower Rigette's fee?
Eccoci. Why should I do that? To show my appreciation for his aim? Ruggiere is a drunk and a fool. Do not trouble yourself on his behalf. Something you wanted?
Fine. Thank God we found a bunch of scrap loot on the way here. I'll pay 400 coppers.
Diverus? Well, good riddance to him. It's your coin to spend.
Savia pulls a ring of keys from her pocket and moves towards the cell door.
Agrasima, Captain. See you at your ship.
Oh, in Ruggiere, I'm usually a very kind and compassionate person. Everybody gets one. If you steal from me or fuck over my crew, you're a dead man. I was hoping they'd be locked and we could get free experience for opening them up. Oh, stuff. anything else over here? We don't have much money now, thanks to that. Oh no, we actually have 1,000 still. I might want to get that helmet then. It would probably be good for our melee. Kraken's Eye. We'll start with the lower floor.
It's not right. I came here on the first ship. Why does an islander get paid the same as I?
They're bigger than you, and they haul cargo without whining about it.
It's not right.
Oh boy, now we get to see Valian racism. Ader, we saw all the Deerwooden racism last time. Now we get Valian racism. Joy. God damn
You think
it.
it's smart, giving the Huan all these guns?
Why not?
Well, just... they might use them?
On each other, most likely.
It's not wrong. As long as you guys don't do anything to piss them off. Now let's go inside. Is it time for tavern music? I think it's time for tavern music. Guard. Ooh. A stuffed kraken, but with the real kraken's eye inside. Interesting. That's the proprietor of the inn. That is Mariner's Porridge. High in nutrition, low in flavor. A remedy for both hunger and hangovers. So it's basically porridge with egg, so you get extra protein. Suppose that's better than nothing. Bunch of supplies. More supplies. I do like that the game lets you look in containers and that doesn't affect things as long as you don't take anything.
Maybe we cut them loose. We're not leaving anytime soon.
Everybody in the club starts playing. My immersion would be utterly destroyed. But yeah, this game is very focused on colonization. I mean, yes, it's very obvious that we're getting the Caribbean kind of feel here and everything that entails. Yep. Oh boy, does that mean we're going to start a race war? I'd rather try to avoid that, but it sounds like it might happen anyways. Hey, no, we're trying to talk to you.
We haven't any rooms for you.
The rather large man behind the counter glances your way, smiling
Guessing
grimly.
you're the one came in off that shipwreck down south. Not sure if that's good luck or bad, but here, I figure you deserve a drink.
He slides a murky pint of ale across the counter towards you. Glad it's just not colonization bad. I mean, let's try not to get too political. The colonization, imperialism, empires, country building, nation building. Yeah. We could go into an entire 2-hour-long discussion on that, and quite frankly, we don't even have the time for that today. How can you tell?
On account of you haven't got a gaggle of children trailing after you to ask impolite questions, means word hasn't got around.
Oh, okay. What's this about
We're
rooms?
full up. You aren't the first outsider to turn up looking for a place to stay after their ride off the island ended up at the bottom of the sea.
He pauses, fixing you with a considering eye.
Well, tell you what. I've got one room ought to have been cleared out by now. Only the occupants decided to outstay his welcome. Real trouble is, he hasn't settled his bill.
Guy sounds endearing. He does kind of have an accent similar to Aloth, but it's like lower class compared
He's
to
a
Aloth.
merchant captain by the name of Galleon. I've given him a fair chance, but he's been a right prick about the whole thing. I've got a spare key here. You chase him and his pals off, and the room's yours. At a discount.
I'll see what I can do.
I appreciate it, truly. I'll have someone tidy the place up for you once you're through. Chances are they've spilled ale just about everywhere. I don't want the man dead, and that's not what I'm paying for. Just see him on his way and we'll call it done.
Final nod, he turns away. Boy, it's a good thing I'm not a bleak walker. You walk upstairs and all you hear is gunshot. Probably. We'll do the rest of Thorol's conversation once we get this done. Oh god, the loading symbol is Aoth's sigil. I don't know if you guys could see it because it's down here in the bottom right corner where my face is, so you probably didn't. But oh god, that's got me having a bad feeling about the direction of the game.
You inhale. It isn't complicated.
Oh, that leads outside. Nordgren.
Maybe I was wrong.
Ah, a new face. You've heard, of course, that Norgund remains the most reliable and discreet supplier of mostly legitimate wares. Are you looking for something in particular?
mostly
I am an
legitimate.
honest merchant, sir. But I confess that the tools I supply have an unjustly sinister reputation. How my clients decide to use these items is not my responsibility, after all.
He always has to make sure the I don't want him killed just in case the one is talked to takes contract seriously. We will kill everyone involved so people learn not to fight. Yeah. We don't need a repeat of the quest line from the second part of the DLC. We do not need a repeat of a bunch of Bleakwalkers roaming across the countryside, butchering an entire family. Ah, he sells various... Yeah, he's got bombs, he's got drugs, he's got lockpicks. Yep, and I don't think we have anything to sell right now. I don't want to sell any explosives yet. Those might be useful. Thief's putty? Wait, what?
Welcome back. Are you looking...
Thief's putty, Unguents. +2 to mechanics, +2 to sleight of hand, +2 to stealth. Oh, that's good just for the mechanics. That's good just for the mechanics. Oh, God, it's expensive. Okay, we'll need to keep that in mind. Okay, so that's the room key. That is... That would require 3 lockpicks. Go.
Don't remember ordering more drinks.
Reveler, Galeon, guy named Baru, more revelers. Sup, my dude?
Thought I'd locked that thing.
Look at this discount Jon Snow looking motherfucker. The glassy-eyed gentleman before you bears the miserable expression of the recently sober. He also smells like he's been pickling in a cask for a few days.
I was going to say you wandered into the wrong room, but by the look of things, it runs in the family.
Ah, yes, let's get the godlike racism out of the way, shall we?
Try not to slam the door on your way out, yeah? My head's going to pieces.
Thorol wants you out,
Does
so
he
out.
now? And what are you supposed to do about it?
Godlike is more of an affliction than a race. I mean, technically, yes, since it can be from anybody, but still. You really want me to drag the guards in here and throw you out onto the streets?
The governor's got all his guards on high alert, staving off the pirates.
He waggles a hand in a gesture
So if
of
anyone's
Makalam.
going to be doing the throwing, it's going to have to be you. How about it, tough guy?
He reaches out to give you a shove. Don't. Galeon sneers for a moment, but something in your expression squelches his confidence in a hurry. He scratches nervously at his beard.
All right. Just keep your boots on. We're leaving. Thorol wants us out on the streets so bad, so be it.
We're going to give him the expression. And unlike the character in Disco Elysium, it's actually going to work for something other than horribleness.
You serious, Galleon? Where are we supposed to go?
The Amawa woman glowers at you before following him out. Hey, you all should have thought of that before you wrecked the fucking place. Alright. Let's see what they left. Milk? Oh god, milk in the Caribbean heat? Why? That stuff would spoil in an instant. There is a response, which causes him to try to take a swing at you. Which one of the responses is that you just take it, he punches you in the chest, and hurts his hand, and then leaves. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Go. Oh, what? You know the story behind the Kraken's... Well, I don't, but... Wait. Okay, no, it doesn't count as stealing. Alright. Do I want to try to crack this open and use some lockpicks? We do have... He does have lockpicks, doesn't he? Show me what you have to sell. Yes, and they're actually not that expensive, so I don't mind doing that. Go ahead and give me that.
I know just...
So we use 3, because we don't quite have enough for the lock difficulty, but that's fine. Okay, hold on. Hold the phone. He comes back in here.
What can I do you for?
What do you need? What do
Come
you
on.
need?
Come on. Walk out there, you son of a bitch.
Uh-huh.
Come on. There we go.
Dim in the lantern.
Come on. Cinder bombs, mouth char, and white leaf. Nothing. Never mind. No magical equipment. That was really all I cared about. Thorol. We'll come to you. There we go.
Still kicking, eh? What'll it be?
I cleared out that room for you.
Hey, good work. Times like these, I can't afford to keep on anyone who can't pay their tab. The second word got around, I'd have every pauper in the city on my doorstep. The room's yours if you want it. And for a job well done, here's your pay.
A minor positive reputation with Port Mage. Gained 1,200 copper. Oh, very nice. Hey, no. We've got
Still
way more
kicking,
conversation options.
What'll it be?
Is there any chance that you saw the fight between Rinko and Mokea?
Mokeho? That'll be the Juana the poor fool got into a dust-up with, I expect. Yeah, I saw it. Made a real mess, they did. The two of them were having a game of cards, far as I could see. Guess things between them soured in a hurry. I kicked the Juana out, had a few men carry what was left of Rinko home.
Yeah, that kind of seems to confirm my suspicions. So they were playing against one another.
Yeah. Think maybe Rinko wasn't expecting one of the Juana to know the game so well. He looked real nervous by the end.
Do you know who started it?
Could have been anything. Rinko doesn't know when to quit talking, and some of those Juana are real serious types. As far as I'm concerned, we owe the Storm Speaker for keeping the town in one piece. Don't mean I'd invite her people over for tea.
What do you know about Rinko?
Well, no more than most. He's a hard man to like, let's say. Came here with the wife, an Animancer, one of Odorisi's lot. The governor could tell you more there.
It is a Valian colony, and the Animancers are pretty well respected among the Valians, so I guess that means a bit more here than it would in the Deerwood.
Sure.
Let me see what you have.
You had 2 copper pieces to rub.
I mean, you did just pay me. Midnight Mead, that's +5 crew morale, very nice. The signature beverage of the Kraken's Eye. This foamy drink is black as pitch and tastes faintly of sea air and salt water. Long claim that the mead contains Kraken's ink, a trophy of a long ago sea hunt, generously shared with all paying patrons. Cool. And then other various supplies.
Still kicking, eh? What'll it be?
Hire crew
Not
members.
much point to that without a ship.
Yeah.
Come by when you've got work to offer and we'll figure something out.
No, anyone looking to make some coin? I need someone who can hold their own. That's for characters, obviously, or, custom companions. What can you tell me about the port?
Guess you haven't exactly seen the prettier side of the place since you landed, right? It's the only town on the island, if you don't count Sarahuzi, little Juana village out west. Really is a decent place most days. Good trade, and plenty of money rolling in from Claudio's investors. Damn sight quieter than back home, but I don't have to tell you about the Deerwood.
Clearly you should get 2 hirelings named Tenwin and Brown Bear. I don't know. Can we get crew members on the ship and name them? Because I'll put you guys on the ship. I'd be glad to do that. But I'm not swapping out named companion characters, Brown Bear. I'm sorry. We can pretend that you guys are on the ship when we finally get it back up and running, and hopefully you won't die.
Ain't right doing business sober. I could fix that for you.
So why is the place called the Kraken's Eye?
What else? It was the glory of my fighting years. The beast pulled nearly 7 full crews into its belly before it was brought down. I was at the helm that day, and for that, my captain gifted me one of the beast's eyes.
Thorol's eyes glitter with pride as he points to the wall just to the right of the counter.
My proudest moment and my dearest treasure. I would not part with it for all the world.
All right. Well, that's all we can get from you. No point in resting just yet. Let's keep moving. Still got a little bit of time left. We can keep exploring. I'm glad I chose to stream this today. Ugh, water's coming up high. So, back over to the governor's mansion. Yep, time to head to the governor. Can't wait to see what he's going to ask me to do. Actually, do we have 2,000? How much was that helmet that she was selling?
We have supplies. Have a look.
It's 1,000. Grants the death's rid. Being near a killed enemy grants temporary damage reduction. I would think that would be pretty good. No paladin better personified the Bleakwalkers than Hans Eckelbert, He was a single-minded instrument of violence and the finest cavalry officer of the Blinkwalkers company operating in the Deerwood. His superiors utilized Hans and his troop of riders in the way one fires a cannon. Mounted atop their war horses and clad in heavy plate, they broke enemy infantry formations with a singular charge. Hans's helmet, designed to make him visible to his subordinates through the dust and viscera, became an icon of approaching death for any warrior brave or foolish enough to stand against the Blinkwalkers. When the paladin finally fell in battle, his few surviving enemies cut his head from his shoulders. According to legend, Hans's head continued to bellow from within the helm, ordering his men to press the charge and leave none alive. Dumbfounded, the victors buried his head unceremoniously and left his corpse to the ravens. The helm's travels, however, were not entirely at an end. And it's useful. I wish it would tell me how much damage reduction. Yeah. You didn't, to be fair, 10 when you, or not 10 when, sorry, Brown Bear, you didn't miss too much. Just very salty and resetting something because we did something wrong in the character creator. Oh, there's an Orland.
I'll handle this.
He doesn't care if I grab all of this. Ooh, some more. Ooh, nope, we can't walk around the backside. But yeah, very Mediterranean style architecture with this. So yeah, if the Deerwoodans and the Ridsarans are the Anglo-Saxon colonists, then the Valians are very much the Spanish-Portuguese kind of style, with a bit of a hint of the Italian city-states of the Renaissance.
I'll take care of this.
Huh? No one's gonna stop me. Don't mind me. Ooh, kitchens. Grab some fruit. Kappa leaf, palohe nuts. We'll definitely have to read these later. Nestled between the empty dishes and casks are an array of strong-smelling spices. That is the governor's office. Let's head over here real first.
I'll handle this.
Painting of a wooded glade is signed Luisa Clario. There would be strong spices here for certain. Yeah. Oh, hello. Close that. Some money. Nah. Lock difficulty 3. We can get that open.
No time. I've done it.
Thank you. Helmet, potion, and some money. Nah. If I need to come back and steal money, I always can, but there's no point really in doing that here. Some books. Well, actually, wait. No, yeah, it's marked as stealing, but it's not red. Okay, that's weird. Or maybe red just means that they're watching you while you're doing that.
I know.
Quick save. Do they care if I lockpick it while I'm... Nope, they don't. Yay, we leveled up. Why did Adir level up before everybody else? What the fuck? I hate that. I really do. Wait, what? Oh, you're right. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. That was exactly what I was worried about. Okay, never mind. Yes, Adir's not leveling up. Not yet, at least. Who are you? All that has happened is our wonder we don't have a riot on our hands. Long and excruciatingly detailed list of running accounts from local vendors to visiting supply merchants.
Ah, yes, there you are. As governor and under the auspices of the Valian Trading Company, please allow me to officially welcome you to Port March.
He spreads his hands in a subdued
I'd
flourish.
like to say the pleasure's all mine, but I try not to lie. Don't worry, I'm only here on account of him.
She bobs her head in your direction. Oh god, please tell me you're not already having a dispute with the religious group that's moving through.
Of course. I see you've been as quick to involve yourself as ever.
Clario's tone is polite, but there's a strained edge to his wide smile as he turns from Jyoti to address you.
Quite the event. Receiving one of the godlike in our little town. Perhaps it will take the people's minds off recent events.
Yeah, it is cute, but she's already giving me, like, over-enthusiastic little sister vibes, not romance companion vibes.
Apologies for that little drama outside. These are confusing times, and people often react poorly to uncertainty. Between the storm, the pirates, and the, well, certain strange events, we are all a little on edge.
Strange events.
A few, well, quite a few people here in Port Marge claim to have seen a giant of some kind during the storm.
Valerio winces. Reminds you a bit of Lindsay, though, with an edge to her. Yeah, I can see that. Romance was a stretch goal for the founding of this game. Ah.
I would call it a flight of fancy, but unless something has tainted every well in the region, I do not think it can be ignored. But then, the Deadfire is a land full of such things. You must have heard the stories.
That was no giant. It was fucking Aothus. The governor mouths a voiceless ah of understanding and studies you for a moment.
You'll find good company among the Dawn Stars here in town.
No, I won't.
Theories concerning the behemoth.
No, I most definitely won't. You don't need to know the whole story of why. He rifles casually through a few papers.
To the matter of your ship. You're stranded, are you? It was a rough landing by all reports.
I do think it's going to be funny where there's going to be a lot of people thinking like, oh yeah, Aothus, and they have air quotes, and my character's just like, no, I'm being dead fucking serious. It's Aothus, and I need to find a way to kill him. You heard of the Godhammer? I worked with the guy who made the damn thing. I kind of wish I had him here so we could figure out how to do this. Hell, if Durance finds out that Aothus came back, that man is going to be on a one-man crusade to track this fucking thing down. Trust me, you do not want an unaccompanied Durance walking through your town. It would end badly for everyone involved, especially after he adventured with me. He's now very powerful. He's got a fucking blunderbuss that could probably kill every guard in this city in a single shot.
Unfortunately, our own ships are in no condition to sail. We've had dealings with the pirates ourselves. They've taken their share of supply ships. The Storm saw to those berthed in the harbor.
Archer, I have brought the Godhammer again. I call it the nuke. Time for round 2. Oppenheimer, I have become death, destroyer of worlds. Durance, I have become death, destroyer of you fucking god whores. Damn it. Oh, I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss Durance so much. My character isn't. My character is thanking everything in existence that Durance didn't follow him in this, but I'm gonna miss him.
All that said, I believe I may have a solution, provided you're willing to help me in turn.
I'd be happy to help in any way that I could, Governor.
Marvelous. You've washed ashore like a sign from the gods themselves.
My character is slowly becoming militantly atheist over the course of this game. I can already see it.
I have the guards on the lookout for pirate vessels looking to take advantage of whatever damage the storm caused. We've cannons enough to see them off, but I need every man ready to use them.
No, Adair may be a bit simple, but I have a feeling he thought of our previous companions and he was probably thinking off like, boy, I wonder who I can contact. Everybody else has run off. Isn't Durance nearby? And then he stops for a moment and goes, actually, no, that's a horrible idea. We're not talking to him again. Durance is there when they bring us to the ship. No, we don't flip him the bird. Our body just sits up, looks at Durance, says no, and then lays back down.
There is a site of some considerable value elsewhere on the island. A value to the trading company, you understand. In point of fact, it's the very reason any of us are here.
Why?
You're familiar with the Luminous Adra trade?
Oh. History in Luminous Adra is native to the region. Metaphysics. I like metaphysics. Watcher I've dealt with. Oh, but we can earn honesty. Ooh. Oh? Oh, okay. So that actually... Do we earn experience if we use the skill? Party member trying their hardest to call you out on your shit. Yeah, but mostly failed. It's not to say that he failed. It's that his... Durance is so devoted to Magrin initially that he almost has blue and orange morality, if you've ever heard of that TV trope. Instead of white and black morality, it's blue and orange. He's almost operating on a different spectrum than everybody else. You don't? Okay, then we'll go with the metaphysics. I know that Luminous Adra is supposed to house more concentrated essence.
It's also quite valuable. When refined, it sells for considerable sums. The trading company has invested a lot of time and money into locating sites suitable for mining and processing.
This is on the spectrum of I don't give a shit. He's on that spectrum of 99% of the time I don't give a shit, but the 1% of the time I do give a shit, oh, you better believe I give a flying fuck. How valuable are we talking?
Valuable enough to make sailing across the world seem like a sound investment. We, and I hope you understand that these matters require some discretion, have one such outpost on the other side of the island. A successful venture up until very recently. We sought to improve the refinement process. To that end, we hired some of the brightest minds in the field of animancy and brought them out here to lend their expertise. And then one evening, a storm rolls in out of nowhere, and my scouts begin to report that a giant has marched its way across the island towards my dig site. What am I to make of that?
Governor, I'm pretty sure everyone in that dig site is dead. And if it's any indication of what Eothas did with that statue, he probably sucked up all the power from the Luminous Adra. Oh, fuck.
We haven't heard from Mestre Odorisi since, nor any of his assistants, or the workers. I must know what has happened. If Odorisi, if his work is lost, then everything that we have worked for is at risk, which is where you come in. You need a ship, I need information. See to this for me, and I'll set half the town to work. We'll patch up your ship, and you'll be free to go on your way.
And if I find this Odorisi?
Why, take his report on the situation and remind him that he's under certain contractual obligations. And relay my deep relief at his good health, of course.
I am so glad that no one can see my character's eyes rolling as he adds that stipulation onto what he's saying. Do you have any idea what might have happened?
I told you what happened, but you wouldn't listen to me. We could have prepared for this level of destruction. But what do I know? I'm just a priestess with prophetic dreams.
Flario's jaw tenses, but he otherwise ignores Jyoti's
The
tirade.
Huana storm speakers should have kept the worst of the weather at bay. I can't imagine what else might have happened. There are wild beasts on the island, but they wouldn't have attacked an active dig site.
If my experience with wild animals and magical creatures in Vaerwood is any indication, that is a fucking lie, good sir. But I'll see what I can do.
Gilad, then we are agreed. I will assign men to keep watch over your ship. You will find the dig site on the eastern side of the island. I'll mark it on your map.
You'll do it for the Watcher, but not for me? I see how it is.
With a discontented sound, she crosses her arms over her chest.
Yes. Why wouldn't I want a pack of Dawn Stars crawling over my Adra mine in search of their lost deity?
Flario darts a quick sour look in Jyoti's direction.
One more thing. If you should recover Odorisi's notes, know that they would be of great...
Yeah, we already got that. Clario does give the vibe a relatively well-meaning but still extremely corporate governor with that heavy vibe of income-fueled slime. Yeah, I mean, he also seems like a guy who's gotten very used to everything on this island running like clockwork, and now everything on the island is definitively not running like clockwork. I don't know what would be funnier, actually, if people can't see my eyes or if these little black spots in here all look like eyes and they actually follow what my eyes do. Could you just imagine if my character had, like, 4 eyes on each side rolling every time somebody said something stupid? Okay, so now we're going to grab a point in mechanics and a point in diplomacy. We are still here. Do we want to grab any of the... Okay. I see 5 eyes on either side, so 10 eyes total. Yeah, technically. Well, one of them is far enough back that I wouldn't count it as an eye, I guess, though I suppose it could still technically count. Okay, do we want to grab... I don't think we want to grab that just yet. Yes. Okay, so we start with Lay on Hands and Sworn Enemy, which is fine. We're not going to get anything else there just yet. Deep Faith gives +10 to all defenses and is based on our faith and conviction. So I think that's a good idea. So that actually turn on. Paladin abilities, focus abilities. I'm assuming it did. Where's my defenses? I want to see how they... No? Records, export, reputation. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. We actually have already a rank 5 there. Rank 1 with Port Mage. Or wait, maybe it's... Ah. Yeah, there we go. So the baseline is 10, and we're already getting a plus 12.3 to all of our defenses. Passive, and it's not an aura. I get it. Oh, right, Brad, I completely forgot. Yes, this is the drip we currently have right now because it's a light armor with no recovery time on it. And it actually fits really well. I like the red and white. I like the idea that my character still dresses casually despite, you know, looking like an abomination. Did we need to do anything else? No, I don't think we do. Not for there. All right, let's get everybody else leveled up. Hey there, my dude. Let's go with athletics. And then we will... We've got his intimidate and his streetwise. So we're going to go with... See, it's a bit weird that he gets to specialize a lot more, whereas mine has all of my stat passive skills spread out because of our choices. Even the casual Valiant Fit is pretty fancy. Yeah, it is. We'll go with streetwise to 3. Next up, we're still at rank 1. Oh, power level 2 is unlocked at level 4. Level 7, level 10. And then they don't get that there, so level 7 power level is unlocked at level 19. Ah, okay, okay. He's got the crippling strike. I want to focus him more on debuffs as his rogue rather than just straight sneak attacks, because I don't think that's going to work with him anyways. Yeah, we can get him stuffing like Vanishing Blow and stuff. Smoke Bomb upgrade is fun. Smoke Veil creates a small smoke cloud that hides their presence for a short time, invisible and untargetable. Okay. And then they get Smoke Cloud, which gives interrupted and distracted. Very nice. They automatically count as flanked and take a -5 to perception. Very nice. But yeah, for right now... What did we even get him for his first level? Right, we took Crippling Strike. He doesn't need that. He doesn't... Well, maybe he could use Fast Runner. And the Smoke Cloud upgrade below adds raw damage. Yeah, well, corrosion damage. Yeah, corrosion damage. Not raw damage. Requiring attack release and confusion. Yeah, having him with debuffs is going to be good. Strike the Bell. Strikes him violently in the head. The bonus attack of this attack vary based on the type of weapon. Raw damage over time for one-handed, staggered for two-handed, and penetration for range. Okay. Plus 100% damage with weapons against targets within 2 meters distance when done from stealth. That would still be really good as an opening move if we engage from stealth, since it would allow Adair to actually do some significant damage. Failing that, maybe Fast Runner would be the best idea. 15% speed. Oh no, we picked up Discipline Barrage. That was what we grabbed. He's already got Crippling Strike. Disengage would be useful. You mean Escape? Is that what you're talking about, Tenwin? The Escape skill over here? As far as 1 Guile. Escape, yes. No, it's okay. It's okay. I just wanted to make sure we were getting it right. Yeah, I guess that is good, especially for Adair. No, I think you're right. I think you're right. Yeah, Human, Meadowfolk, Discipline, Guile. There we go. And let me see what you have, Jyoti. You have History and Religion, so that's probably going to be your major skills. You have alchemy. I'm down for that being your primary active skill. I'm good with that. Ah, priests no longer get all of their spells anymore, do they? Interesting. Ah, and then they change up. I see. So that's how you get at that's the okay, so that's how it's different. The uniques are boosted. Oh, you're right. Wait. Oh, right. Her religion skill affects her shit, doesn't it? Ooh. We might just double down on pushing up her religion skill then. Yeah. Not fond of how they uniform spell learning for the spellcasters. I mean, it is a different system. There's only so much they can do. Weapon and shield style, that could be useful. Two-handed style, Two-weapon style, Okay, so she automatically gets these no matter what. But then we also get to choose here. So what does she have? She has Interdiction, which does daze a target. She also has Restore, which is a straight heal. Spiritual Weapon. Call forth a divine weapon specific to your deity and powered by your faith. Pillar of Faith is always a good one, just because it can knock enemies prone. Prayer for the Body. The Fit Inspiration, which gives +5 to Constitution. Repulsing Seal is a interrupt. Sends enemies sprawling on contact, causing them to become prone. Okay. Holy Meditation replies the Resolute Inspiration. Overall, I'm not impressed by the second level spells because, like, Blessing is really good. +5 Perception. I guess that's not as good as it used to be. No, I want you to... Yeah. Then we have Barbs of Condemnation, decreasing deflection for it. Yeah, so it deals damage and reduces enemies' defenses. Halt. Temporarily cease all movement. Ooh, Immobilized is always a really good debuff. But I want to have at least one spell of each level, so we're gonna, because she goes up to that at level 5. Oh, she gets 2. Oh, because she has spells and abilities. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So we will go ahead and grab the Pillar, because it also has a debuff effect. Creates a zone of divine favor around the cast, and we will go ahead and grab this for the buff. There we go. Oh, she also gains Withdraw. Shielding them from harm while their health regenerates, always nice. Every time you reach a new tier, you get 2 ability points instead of 1. Ah, okay, okay. And yes, if I recall correctly... Yes, with the religion skill. So yes, we do want to keep her religion skill high.
I'm here, of course.
All right. We'll go a few minutes longer today just because of the reset we had to do and the fact that we were kind of low on viewers at the beginning. So I want to try and keep our average view count a little bit higher. All right. Very nice, very nice. Which class has testicular torsion? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, okay. Colonial Port Town. Ooh, population 3,200. Oh, I love this kind of thing. I love when they do this shit. Oh, that's very nice. I love knowing more about this. Main religions, Andhra, Wotica, and Aothis. Imports, wheat, silk, leather, cotton, animancy, equipment, and marble. Exports, palm oil, Vorlis, Arak, rice, fish, and Iguithan relics. Charted ducal governorship, Governor Gaiasis Claudio. Island of Maua makes up the majority of the population, followed by ocean folk, which I think are humans, and then other are 4%. Ooh, supply. Oh. Oh, that's cool. Hognose, cotton weave sails, fresh fruit. Oh, that's cool. Are the dark-skinned Valian humans? Ah. Party management. No, we don't need that. So this shows that it's under the protection of the Valians. Leave town on foot. Oh, so this is just the Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I like that. All right, let's go to Gorechi Street. Just walking on Gorechi Street, waiting for you to show up. Is known for having a combat encounter that is absurdly difficult for this level. It's very easy to cause wipes there unless you know what you're doing. Oh, great. As you make your way along the side streets of Port Mage, you come across visible traces of the storm's passing. Many of the houses here boast cracked window panes and sagging awnings, and you pass narrow streets strewn with foliage and debris. The cobblestones beneath your feet are slick with water and silt. Before long, you are ankle-deep in sucking mud and loose stones. The flooding only worsens up ahead, where the water level rises into the knees. Most of the residents have fled this region for dry land, but the murmur of raised voices ahead and the occasional splash suggests you're not alone. The raw production value in this game compared to the first is impressive. It is. We're also taking a... Oh, God, we can't run. Oh, God. Oh, they even left in the end. Oh, look at the... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good. What are you fucking talking about? Oh. Y'all are gonna... Okay. All right. Shoot. And then shoot. And then switch to the sword. And actually, since we... This interface is a little difficult to parse sometimes, I will say. Oh, you found something. Very nice, Adair. Actually, go help her, please. Oh. We failed. Did she just... What the fuck? What in the hell?
Of course.
Better than that.
Oh, the arquebus on the stair. Yeah, that would do it.
Charge.
Please hit him. Please hit him. And Adair's down. That's not good. And he's back up because his armor's there. We'll focus on this guy. Go after the guy with the arquebus. Thank you. Go ahead and Gown's Pledge. Jesus Christ. You dick. Was this the combat encounter, or are there more like this? Ugh. It was this one? Okay. So it was this asshole. Jesus. You dick. We will be giving the arquebus to her, though, because we do want her to have... Actually, no. We'll give the arquebus to Adair, because I think that fits him better than... Go ahead and put that in. Go ahead and put that... Really gonna make me do this. There we go. There we go.
Indeed.
Ugh. No idea why, but for some reason, callous, violent looters like this really piss me off. I mean... Yes? Why wouldn't they? Found in the Deerwood, silver looses the fit. Yeah, we've seen these. We've seen these. They've got some basic equipment, some bunch of... After the dearth of loot in Tyranny, it's so nice to see all this junk. I can't wait to sell it all. Oh dear.
Something must be wrong with my vision. No matter how much I blink, I cannot make out more than blurry lights in the darkness. But you are quite blinding.
What's the last thing you remember?
Pain. I came to help one of the traders gather her belongings. Then other men came. They struck me over and over. Is that why I cannot see?
I'm sorry, but you're dead. Come with me. I'll help you.
Dead? Oh, but this is terrible.
Let me ease this one's pain, Watcher.
Dark eyes solemn, Jyoti circles her lantern around the departed soul. Jyoti, I swear to God, if I find out later that having you around when I do that with spirits causes them to get sent to Eothas and make him stronger, I'm gonna have a very upset feeling about everything that's going on with you. Yeah, just a bunch of that. Somebody left that. Ooh, an Eothasian charm. +1 perception. Ability activates when near death. Grants darkest before dawn. Grants health over time and reduces incoming damage when the wearer is near death. Okay. Go. And a mother of pearl, which is an ingredient. I'll go ahead and go over to Adir real fast. Oh, but he does have... Actually, this is an Aothasian charm. You can have that, Adir. I'm going to take that, if you don't mind, because I'm going to be the party face, so getting the +1 to bluff and +1 to diplomacy will be most useful. Also, let's go ahead and... Okay, take those out then. Give him the arquebus. And then we're going to go ahead and hand off the pistols to her. That way we can get rid of this stuff the next time we go to the merchant. There we go. Oh, and they had a... Is that a better one? No, it's the same. Hell of a face for a party. I know, but that's the contrast. I love that. I'm the nice diplomatic Cypher who looks like he came straight out of hell.
Suits me. Of course.
I like the dichotomy. Ooh, a cape. Let me see how that looks. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Until we get some with actual effects, I'm going to wear that one just for the looks. Let's see what else we can find here. If there is anything. Doesn't look like there is. Oh, I was wondering why there was a water splashing animation behind us, and then I realized it's the little pig pet that's following us around. The Principi is the local pirate faction, by the way. Oh. Oh, well.
Nothing but endless grey mist. This is not the afterlife I was promised.
Not yet, at least.
You seem to know where you are going.
The soul crosses ethereal arms over her
Watcher,
chest.
you're talking to a lost soul, aren't you? I'll just shine them the light real quick.
The lantern rattles as Jyoti swings it overzealously between you, siphoning in the spirit's essence. Jyoti, I was having a very pleasant conversation. You will not do that until I tell you to, okay? Either the former inhabitants or looters have taken most of the home's contents. A few scraps of detritus float up from the dark waters. Her exuberance is starting to annoy me. Oh dear, here we go. Second group. Sup, dude? How you doing? Oh yes, we already have... Oh yeah, that minuses from their health. Ooh, that's...
I hear you.
Might have to deal with that, but we'll see what happens.
Not much cause to come out this way unless you're looking for trouble. Though you've found it.
It's like half of her personality I really like, and the other half both me and my character would find annoying. We'll see how it goes, Lord Brownbear. The young elf's hands drops to the pistol on his belt, palming the grip, the faintest hint of a sneer playing about his lips as he watches you unblinking. Savia sent me. We're here to put a stop to the looting. Ilari snorts, his nose wrinkling. He regards you for a moment longer in expectant silence, then throws his head back, letting out a braying, unpleasant laugh.
Merle, she must be desperate. Not so desperate as to come here on her knees to beg for herself, but she sent you. No, there's my answer. I get my cut. There's no sense in ruining a good thing.
Why don't you help her out this once, and you'll have a favor with the local guard captain? Surely that's worth more than anything that these looters could be bringing you.
A favor? Merle, I should buy her dinner, maybe.
Mid-chortle, Ilari's brows draw together, and he runs a thumb along his jaw, frowning.
I'll do it. Bon Piaco. Can't be too bad, having a commander in your pocket. Tell Savia this isn't permanent. Second the water clears up and things are back to normal, we're through. I'll spread the word. Gorechi Street is under lawful protection now.
There we go. See? Nobody had to die except for the crew over here who decided to try and kill us the second they saw us. We don't have much time, so we're actually going to head back and just go straight to the jail. This town is pretty big. If it's taking us almost an hour to walk through it. What do you think of a setting like Pillars making every race more or less lacking mysteriousness versus a setting like Warhammer where there's a world of difference between each race? I don't mind it. I would like to see some explanation. Like, is it just a case of Darwinian evolution functions normally in this world, so there's nothing really to it? Is it a case of mystical beginnings? Was there some kind of Because we know the end was, I guess it's hard to parse. Like, do these races just naturally exist? Is it a case of Darwinian evolution? Is it a case of magic influencing evolution? I would like to see some world building in that regard. You don't have to have mysteriousness in that sense. They also, Brown Bear, tend to focus more on the cultures rather than the species. Like, even the Adiran Empire, which is sort of the big, one of the big powers in the world, is distinctly culturally Adiran, even though it's the two main races that make it up are human and elf. What is Takoa, which is the main Amawa nation, is also home to a lot of Amawa and humans. So again, the culture is more important there than the species. And the Glenfathans are perhaps the best example of that, since they include members from Orlan, human, elf, and actually I think every race but Amawa. With the exception of Orlan's, PoE 1 and 2 focus way more on the nation over the species. Yeah. And to be fair, with the Orlans, it's more because they're recent discoveries. And as even the first game said, they were originally considered wilder, which does put them in a very awkward category. We can see that races can to be closely associated with the nation, like how the Deerwood seem to associate Orlan with Glenfathan. Yeah. Although it does seem like that's very much a case of sort of a holdover from their initial encounters with them. Whereas when you actually go to Glenfatha, or to Air Glenfath, it's very clear that the Orlan might make up the majority of them, but they are certainly not all of them, or they are not the super majority of them.
Keeping out of trouble?
I've managed to convince Ilari to keep watch on Greki Street.
Perfetto. He's a little shitne, but a lazy one. He will not cause trouble if he does not have to. Easier to work with a familiar face for the moment. I can deal with him later. So, we have one small part of Port Mage under control. A good start.
Orlans and elves, yep. But with a smattering of humans as well in their 10-1, at least from what I was seeing.
Well, here you are, for your time. If I had 10 men like you, the whole of Port Mage would be set right within the week.
If I had brought my old crew with me, you'd have 10 people like me, trust me. Oh.
Gotta wait in my lantern now. Almost feel like I can hear the soul when I jostle it around.
That's not a good thing.
With every soul, my lantern's getting heavier and heavier in my hand.
How are you feeling? Have you suffered any additional nightmares?
I did. Recently with you. You were walking the depths of the ocean, but you didn't drown. And in your hand, you gripped the key to Aora's end.
Her face alights with a
I've
fierceness.
seen stars wreathing a statue's brow, and souls flowing like tears over gleaming Audra.
He suffers nightmares like you used to. That might be the case, but she seems to suffer prophetic nightmares, which is not the case with the nightmares we suffered were awakening nightmares from another part of our soul being awoken to a past life. Hers are prophetic, which is not something that we've seen yet in this setting.
And then my god headed into the heart of the storm, where he could find the darkness. Tell me what's on your mind?
What are your thoughts on Iothis? Well, you did have at least one prophetic dream with the eyeless. True. But that was a singular event. And I'm trying to remember exactly when we got that or why we got that as compared to everything else. Because we received the dream and so did that commander from Idceras. That or insanity, one or the other. Yeah, and sometimes both, as we found out with Magwin or whatever the hell his name was down in the catacombs of Cadnua.
We talking during the Saints' War or after he died?
Oh. Yes. We've seen companion reputation before. Go away. She taps a finger to her lips and hums thoughtfully. What exactly is the difference?
Well, before he died, he was still Aethys as the majority of my brethren know him.
May not have been prophetic as it was actively happening. Yeah.
Aethys embodied a human, and when that human got blown to bits, we all believed Aethys died.
Adair points affably in approval.
And I think a part of him did. The part he'd most closely woven into living flesh. The part that represented life and rebirth after death. Which means the part of him that could have survived, that stormed across the Deadfire seas, was the side more aligned with obsidian, rot, and falling away. That which is death.
I suppose that does make a certain amount of sense. Essentially, the Godhammer didn't kill all of Aothis, it just killed what he had infused into his living host. And that means whatever was left was certainly of a less benign relationship. What can you tell me of Aothas leading up to the Saints' War?
I really only know what my folks taught me.
She scratches the back of her head, hesitant.
Aothas embodied Saint Widwin, but during the war, he got blown to bits. That's the thing about human bodies. Eventually, they all gotta die.
Somewhere off in the Deerwood, Durance just lets out a hearty chuckle, and he doesn't know why. He just starts laughing maniacally.
As the god of rebirth, of course, Aothas would be coming back. But where I differ from my family's view, and my High Priestess's view, is that I've studied the apotheosis of Gone. And I know all about the backside, the downward swoop, the death part of the cycle of life. Abscission, rot, regrowth. What's gone can never be again. What comes back is changed. Always. Even if what comes back is a god.
I mean, that's really not good, because Aothas was already causing enough problems when he was embodied in Saint Widwin. What is a version of him that is focused exclusively on death going to do now that that's back? I'd like to know more about Jyoti's backside. Obligatory hoarding comment. I'm sure we'll find an older woman in a bit, Lord Brown Bear. You want Jyoti's backside, you can just romance her. What is your take on Aothas following the
Then
war?
you mean Gone. Sure, maybe my god still answers to Aothas as well. Why not? But Aothas died, and death requires change. He ain't what he was. Not in exactly the same way. That's why I think his other aspect, his darkness in the light, is what's burning brighter in him now. No need to fiddlefoot around. I'm listening.
I really must ask, should you be swearing so much for a priestess?
Reckon not.
She grins wide and
But I
confident.
can't help but be a touch wayward. I don't take it too far. My ma caught me once necking in the Merkberry stalks. And of course I fight. But I've not done much more than that. And I don't use the real ugly words.
He waggles her sickle around in a helpless sort of gesture. The only thing that bothers me about Jyoti's perspective is that she's a bit too certain about her perspective. I mean, Tenwyn, she's a religious fanatic. I know, it's baffling. A religious fanatic being completely certain about their perspective? It just bothers... As it should, because that means you're not a religious fanatic. That doesn't necessarily mean she's a bad person, but it does mean that there's always going to be things that she's a little blind about. I mean, to an extent, all human beings are like that. There's always things that we don't want to talk about, always things that we just assume are natural and correct. But for a religious fanatic, they tend to express it more. Does that make her the closest replacement to Durance you got? Probably. She is the priest. She's just a lot more approachable than Durance.
Sometimes the feelings, they just come tumbling right out of me. Gods darn it. Yeah, it's best
That's all
we
for
gotta
now.
move.
Okay. And that will be enough. We just got past the 3.5 hour mark. I have to go get ready for work. I will see you all next time. Do we want to find somebody? I think we should find somebody. We should at least look. Let's see if there's anybody on. It's always good to check. Them a while back, I think. We did. They're currently playing Pillars of Eternity 1. Looks like they're going through the beginning of the game right now, so we can go ahead and raid them. Why not? But yes, more Pillars of Eternity 2 tomorrow, Tenwyn. I will see you all then. We're going to go ahead and raid Nuri. Let's go ahead and start this here. I know we've raided into her before, but I think it's been a while because I don't remember seeing her on anytime recently, so I don't know. We're going to raid into her. I hope you all have a glorious rest of your day, and I will see you all tomorrow. You all have a good one. Take care, and bye.